now. If you request the mic now, I can bring you up. I don't hot the mic. I also don't charge people to come live on my platform. So Chidima, check your DM now. What's happening? My sister, what's happening? No, please do not talk, please. When you bring your please, you have to please just keep your mic shut when you're ready up to speak, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Let's start the show. I'm trying to test the what I call it now. What Taco told me yesterday, and I just want to see if it's gonna work in a different direction. Because normally when we come on the show, I try to start the show with just playing a couple of musics for you guys while we get more into the conversation. And um meanwhile, it takes a whole lot of time to grow up the show. And I always say that we have to start the show when we hit 10,000 likes. So he was like, we have to start the show early, and it helps build the momentum of the show. So I want to see if we can do something different today and see if it works. So let's see. Um, uh, Please, don't mute or mute your mic. If you're not called to mute your mic, I'll have to drop you, please. All right, thank you very much. So, guys, welcome to the show. If you're joining us for the first time on the platform, it's the Emir Sirdam show, and we come out here every day. Thank you so much, guys. We come out here every day of the week, Monday through Wednesdays, through probably um Monday through Thursdays. We come out here. And today's show is not going to be a long one because tomorrow is going to be a very long show. We start tomorrow by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So tonight we're going to keep it as short as possible because I really have to really go back and rest. I have a long day tomorrow before coming back for the show. So please, it is important to all understand the efficacy of timing tonight and all make good use of it. So I will always implore you guys that come up on our platform every time we come out here. As I always say, you guys are the first guys to come into the room, are the ones that I used to set the whole atmosphere for the show itself. So please, I want you guys to please help us right now. What we're going to do the next couple of seconds, next couple of minutes is to please share the live, repost the live. I don't know how you guys will do it, but on TikTok, I think you can share to 10 or more people. So let's see the show being shared right now to 10 or more people. On X, if you're on X, listening to my voice, please repost the live, share the live. If you are on Facebook people, welcome, my guys. Please share the live also to your groups. You guys might see that my Facebook, you have a closer view of me, right? So you see that my eyes are heavy, right? I just woke up from one power nap right now, and I've not had enough rest today, but we just have to do what we have to do. So please, how you can help us grow this live is by sharing it. Let them up into the conversation. So everybody, please, let's go into our share right now. Let's share the live. Let's repost the live. Let's get into the conversation. We're talking about the state of the nation. And I dropped a video today that I think that we shall talk about because we talked about it a little bit of last week. Thank you so much. And we jumped and we almost jumped the gun. And also, yes, please, guys, please, you guys on my platform, I don't disturb you about gifts, but yesterday you guys were here. You heard that for this life to grow, we have to actually participate in the life. Please, so you must not necessarily gift me, but you see the people that are up in the box, you can gift them. You can share gifts amongst yourself just because you can even exchange gifts because that's how the algorithm perceive that something is happening in this life and it pushes us up the FYP. So if you look up your live right now, if you're on TikTok, you see that we're in League One, we're in League D1, we're at the number 89th live, and we have to get up there. So I want everybody, please, on the live while you join us right now to please help us reach our target of we're doing nothing. Before, I always say we do 100,000 likes. We should do nothing, no minimum than 100,000 likes. We should be doing 200,000 likes, 400,000 likes. That is the only way you guys are back home can actually. That's the only way you guys can support what we do here, right? For me, that's I say this all the time. I don't enjoy speaking to ourselves. It's like almost every day the same set of us come out here, and talk when there are actually many people out there that needs to hear what we're saying here. There's something I'm going to say here that many of you do not already know. or are not familiar with, right? But there are millions of Nigerians out there with their phone right now as we're speaking that don't understand or don't even know what we're saying here. And this message has to reach them, right? Um, please, I now get why I now get why I have to drop you. I have to remove you from my life. I don't allow begging on my platform, please. Please, sorry. Sorry, please. That's not what you do on my platform. Sorry. Um, all right, let's keep the conversation going, please. Um, so as I was saying, please, the only way we can go as far as possible is to please share the live. Let's get more people into the conversation. Let's get more people talking about what we're doing here. Let's try and salvage our country as much as we can. We cannot do it finish, but we can do the one that we can do, right? Thank you so much, Blossy. So please, guys, I love what you guys are. You guys are really giving me enough energy right now. See, when it sounds like the share gifts among yourselves, I love it. Just keep it going that way so that we can TikTok can say, okay, something great is happening around here. That is how we can get popular with this life. So please, anyhow you can support us on the platform. Someone send me gift to Nelson you Agba. Please send someone to send Nelson gift on Facebook, please. Someone should send Nelson gift on my behalf on Facebook. That's part of the family we're trying to build here. Yeah. But let's go into the conversation tonight. Please also on TikTok, if you are not at least up here speaking, how you will help us grow this live is to please power tap the live. Keep tapping the live. Don't stop tapping the live, please. Don't stop tapping the live. We have that's how you will help this live grow. Do not stop, please. That's how you can encourage us. That's how you can push us. That's how you can take us to the next level of the conversation. Please do not stop tapping the live. Keep tapping the live. Keep pushing the live to the next till we get above our targets, right? That's how you guys can support us. Please, guys, let's get the conversation going. Ayodele, welcome to the live. Nelson Agba, I see you. Thank you. Ugo Hejirika, I see you. All my wonderful people. Odubia from YouTube. Thank you to all my members on YouTube, all my paid members. Thank you so much, Stella, Madam Stella. I see you. Thank you so much. This is one of the greatest supporters on my platform. I say this all the time, but I do not come out here. I think I'm enjoying starting the show early. I see you, my brother King Abdul. Thank you so much. Please, when you come up, just mute your mic. I just want us to make sure that these few minutes I should be playing music, I can be saying other things, right? Sorry, please. Sorry, I have to mute you. Please, let me just adjust the topic tonight. We'll be talking about a video I made. I made that video last week, Thursday. After the violence piece on Thursday, I shot that video, I edited the video, and I posted it. I did not post it, sorry, till today. And by the mercies of God, the video have gone viral, or is going viral, as the case may be. In case you have not watched the video, please go check the video I posted today on my platform. It's about the subsidy scam. That's the biggest heist ever in the history of our country. That's the biggest scam we have ever seen as Nigerians. It's like the biggest organized scam, right? But please, guys, just bear with me. Easy. More than repeating you. Easy. Okay, before I jump into the subsidy scam, guys, please, I want us to have a sizable number of people in the room before we can start the conversation, please. I want us to have a sizable number of people in the room. So please, every one of you listening to the sound of my voice now, please, all you can do for us is to please like the live, share the live, repost the live. That's how you can help us grow this live. Every one of you are listening to me, wherever you are. Facebookers, when I say share the live, yesterday I said share the live, only 2 people share the live on Facebook. When I form my hand, though, I form my hand for Facebook. And I use make my pass. Because of the kind of numbers I've gotten of love I've gotten on Facebook is astronomical. I really appreciate you guys. But please, I don't know if you guys on Facebook are not used to live. So, but please, guys, let's share the life, please. Please share the life. Let's get more people into the conversation. That's how we can grow this life. Take it to your WhatsApp stories, take it to your Instagram, take it to your whatever platform you have people that you have, family groups and the rest. Just take it there. Let more people join the conversation. That's how we grow this life, guys. That's how we grow the life. Please share the life. Share the life. And also, you heard my friend yesterday come out on Taco and he talked about gifting. I say this all the time on my platform that gifting on my platform is not mandatory. If you choose to, you can. But you can. I'll appreciate if you guys can do it amongst yourself. Fine. But what you will do for us is to please power tap this life, share and power tap this. Like your life depends on it, because actually a life of someone might just depend on how many likes you give us tonight. If every one of you give us 1,000 likes or 10,000 likes, what's 1,000 likes? 1,000 likes is like, my friend called me today. He said that, Saddam, I did the mass. That in every 5 minutes you speak, I do like 5,000 likes. He just confirmed that every 10 minutes per speaker, that is 2 speakers, has done like 10,000 likes. And every one of us can do the same thing. So please, just don't watch and listen to us at the comfort of your homes. Understand that we're on a mission to grow and build the biggest political platform on TikTok idea. So that's actually my agenda, to build the biggest room where Nigerians from all walks, I don't care where you stand, I don't care your religion, your tribe, I don't do all those things here. I don't care who you support. I know I have what I support. I have my bias. You might say so, but I leave the room open for everybody to come in here and speak and express themselves. What we don't allow on this platform is bigotry. We don't allow bigotry. We don't condone or allow bigotry from any side of the aisle. When I see you use tribal slur on any tribe, unfortunately, no matter how dear you are to me on my platform, I will have to drop you or probably mute or block you. Right? If you're on other platforms, you can do such things if you want to. Even if I feel it is not something that is right, but we're not condoning it on this platform. So please, no matter how agitated you are or triggered by what somebody say, you can attack the person. You can attack me. You can yab me. You can say what you want to say about me. There's no problem. But don't go and start attacking any tribe because of how the person speak or how the person sound or how the person say what the person say. You don't like it, attack the person. Leave their tribe or their religion alone. I hope these ground rules, everybody can just adhere to it. I will have a wonderful show tonight, right? So thank you so much, guys. Yeah, so I was saying earlier on that I made a video on oh, my sister Blossy boss my head. If you missed yesterday's show, hey, I cry for you. I might probably find that part and I don't. It's a whole lot of work downloading it, Joe. But if you missed last night's show, man, it's crazy. So we're going to be talking about some important topics. Guys, please give me a topic idea. Let me see what is trending. What do you guys think we should talk about today? Let me use people today as I have already. I'm going to talk about the subsidy angle, but what do people think we should talk about? Okay, my madam say I hear say them break person head. Say them boss person head for. the man say that the man will promise Pella say give Pella 10 cow. Say then knock her back for head. And I'm hearing that I'm doing damage control right now. Say no. Say the man come up for crowd talk. Say Tinubu is the best thing to happen to Nigeria. For APC meeting. Or when I saw about to begin the fly up and down, pa. But I didn't damage control. Say that it was disagreement. Oh yeah, we didn't cause it disagreement. They no one talk. Right? But for me, that's just exactly how we should prepare for the next elections. This is the truth. That anybody that comes, you see the kind of video, I want to just see the kind of video that came out from that APC gathering, right? That's the kind of video we should be seeing on election day from potential vote riggers and potential vote buyers. That una don't mount the person, don't bust the person head. Videos that call the video the person as not collect the money, una don't collect the ballot paper back, una don't mend that person or those people as the case may be. And the video, una make video. The videos that we will not see or we should not see in 2027 are videos of able grown men and women standing by, then 5 thugs, 6 thugs, 10 thugs come and scatter their polling units, whereby there are over 50 or 100 people, then 5, 6, 10 thugs because they carry knife, or one carry one small ding gun, or one carry one small this thing. That kind of video should not come out in 2027 Nigerians, please. So we have to understand, you're seeing the body language of the man in Aso Rock today. He's already showing us that he's not going to play fair. He's already telling people that INEC is neutral. He's already showing people that he has never played fair all his life. He's not a Democrat as they have perceived him to be. He's an autocratic human being. He's someone that rules by the iron fist. And so you have to understand that when you go into an election with such a person, you must be prepared. Nobody should go into the next election saying that you did not know, you were not informed, you were not ready. No. Our mindset has to change, and that mindset has to trickle down to the grassroots. We have to tell everybody going into the elections, people that you know, in your circle of influence, family, friends, wherever you find yourself talking about the next elections, when people just say, this next elections, you don't need to go shout that lie, you're not sweating boys, do this. You change the conversation anywhere you find yourself, because as I always say, elections are first won here before they are won on the streets, right? So if you're not ready, you're not prepared to protect yourself and protect your vote and protect those around you in your polling unit and protect our vote as we walk and march to the polling, the coalition centers, please do not even bother coming out. It's better you just stay at home and get ready to suffer for another 4 years. But if you're ready to save and salvage our country, please, then we should do the right thing, which is get ready to vote. Get ready to protect your vote. Get ready to defend your vote. Prepare like you're going for war, because you are actually going for war. I hope we can keep that one aside and come into what I feel is very important today. So on May 29th, 2023, something happened in Nigeria that forever changed the trajectory of the country. And that was Bola Ahmed Tinubu being sworn in as the president of Nigeria. Thank you, my brother Mr. Abu, at Eagle Square in Abuja. And he made a statement that totally changed the Nigerian economy, changed the lives of Nigerians, that it only has to take a very intentional and drastic move, political move, to bring us back to status quo or better than where we found ourselves. And that statement was, subsidy is gone. And with that statement came the crashing of the naira, came the crashing of the economy, came escape, just everything just went boom. And all of a sudden, the prices of everything just skyrocketed. Thank you, my brother. Everything just went from north to south in 10 seconds. Just one statement. And why many people question the rationale of that statement he made, and why did he do it at that point in time, and many people that ended up with the fact that, okay, all the political candidates said that they were going to take out subsidy, right? Thank you so much, Crucifixo. Everybody said subsidy. Peter B said, I'm going to take out subsidy. Atiku saying the same thing, even though the method or the methodology that Peter B was saying he was going to take it out was totally different than what this man actually did. Subsidy was presumed to have left Nigeria. That was what they made us believe. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. That was what they made us believe, that subsidy has gone, right? So, and that was why Nigerians had to endure those baby steps of pain. And they told us that we should endure, that it has to go for Nigeria to get better. And that was what we all swallowed, hook, line, and sinker. But with such statements, in the normal Nigerian fashion, we do not question things. We just buy things, anything they tell us, hook, line, and sinker, we just swallow it and go, no wala. I had someone on my platform. I'm going to have to invite that man, Mr. Dr. Obiareri, and he said, Sirdam, subsidy is not yet gone. This was in 2024, so 2023. He said, Sirdam, that even landing cost of fuel per liter in naira was about 1,000 plus, a landing cost of 1 liter. that if subsidy is truly gone, that fuel will not be selling anything less than 1,005 or 1,006. That it is all mathematics. People are just playing that it is fake. But me, I did not believe him. I did not agree with him when he said that in then on my life. I was like, you know, when the president comes out and says, the president makes such a statement, it means it is almost like it's law and order. And many of us lived our lives with such agreement that subsidy was gone. I was getting feelers here and there. People saying that no, it is still existing. Till last week, Thursday, actually, that was an eye-opener for me myself. Went on the violence space. My co-host and my brother, well-meaning Nigeria, made a very powerful submission. Please, if you did not, my spaces on X are always recorded, so you can actually go through that space, or you can check it on YouTube. And when he made that submission, he actually referenced a video of a young man that I'm going to play that video right now for Nigerians to listen, because I made a video on that conversation today, and yes, it is going viral, but probably many of you did not see. And probably that's going to be like the preamble on my submission tonight before we open up the floor for everybody to join in, right? Please, guys, let's all listen to this video. Please listen with me, please.
Over 11 trillion naira was spent on fuel subsidies during Buhari's time for the 8 years he was in office, and we were buying fuel at between 187 to 250 naira. Now, fuel subsidy is gone. Immediately, Tinubu came into office. Now we are buying fuel currently at over 1,300 naira across Nigeria. But NNPC now says that it has spent money over 11.9 trillion on what it calls energy security expense. Energy security expense in 2 years, between 2023 and 2024, over 11.9 trillion has been spent, and we are still buying fuel at 1,300. Let me tell you what this energy security expense is. According to the NNPC, it is the costs NNPC incurs to ensure Nigerians continue to have access to fuel and other energy products, even when supplying them is expensive or results in financial losses. Please, is that not like subsidy? Is that not like subsidy? If subsidy is gone, like you...
I don't know if people got to what this guy said, but please let me replay just this part again, because and for people that don't understand what subsidy means subsidizing. It's just English, like reducing and bearing a cost for something so that people can get it cheaper. So I want to sell laptops en masse for people. The government comes in and say, because of this laptop now is 1 million naira and many people cannot afford it, let us subsidize it. By subsidizing it, we're going to incur costs on the government and pay a certain amount to you. Let's say we'll pay you 600,000 naira per one for each. Then you now sell at 400,000 for the people. That is just subsidy. I'm breaking it down for the common man, because you see what Nigeria has successfully done is that they know that Nigerians, many people, we just hear terminologies and we don't understand what these terms means or what it actually does when we hear it. So here's subsidy. And when you understand subsidy, you don't understand that every nation on earth subsidizes for their people. They subsidize one thing or the other for the people. It is part of what you as a citizen gain being a citizen to a country. But let me replay this for Nigerians. Please listen, please.
Security expense in 2 years, between 2023 and 2024, over 11.9 trillion has been spent, and we are still buying fuel at 1,300. Let me tell you what this energy security expense is. According to the NNPC, it is the costs NNPC incurs to ensure Nigerians continue to have access to fuel.
Security expense, energy security expense is the cost, according to NNPC, Nigeria, that they incur for Nigeria to continue to have fuel, access fuel cheap. What is subsidy? What was subsidy? Was it not the payment that the Nigerian government was paying so that Nigeria would have access to same fuel? That was subsidy. So Tinubu just came in and rebranded it and rechanged the name, because he knows that when you tell Nigeria subsidy is gone, we will say that he has done something. Meanwhile, in 2 years, they changed the name to energy security expenses. Here it is. The name itself is, the name itself is subsidy. Energy security expenses. Fuel na energy for Nigeria. So the expenses, the energy that Nigeria have, the security. Oh yeah. I don't know if I'm communicating here. I do not know if I am communicating here. Tinubu people call it energy security expenses. And in the space of 2 years, Tinubu has paid for that energy security expenses what Buhari paid in 8 years for subsidy. So the Buhari government paid about 11 point something trillion naira for subsidy in the space of 8 years. Tinubu has paid 11 point something trillion in 2 years for energy security expenses. What then did he say left? What is the subsidy that they removed? So Nigerians, this is the biggest scam. And meanwhile, we are paying for that fuel. We are paying for this. We are not paying the price. We are not paying that normal price. The price that you're paying for the subsidy, the same thing Buhari was paying for the subsidy, even more. And Nigerians are not buying fuel at a very high price. What is that security energy expenses that NNPC is paying for? They cannot explain. They cannot explain what it is. But for Tinubu, as long as it is not called subsidy, it is not subsidy, because actually if you call it subsidy, then Nigerians will say, what are you subsidizing? Why can't it reflect on the lives and the price of the product for the people? But somebody is collecting that money. When I see the fraudster will enter power, So for me, and this news is not getting traction. People are not talking about it because, like I always say, like there's a mystic something in the air that these people have shot. Nigerians cannot, that we cannot even. People just say, all the comments in my comment section today. Hey, now wow, which kind? Are you sure? I said this is NNPC's statement. If it's Sirdam that said it, that is a different thing. This is from NNPC's audit 2024. NNPC admitted to be paying energy security expenses to the tune of 11 point something trillion. That amounted to 8 years of Buhari's subsidy payment. Tinubu, why didn't you just pay that 11 point something trillion for subsidy? Let's change it to subsidy and let Nigeria be buying petrol for 100 and something this thing. But we're dealing with a class of criminals like we have never seen before. We have never seen or witnessed this kind of criminals in power before, that do not work with the budget, that don't understand budgeting, that don't understand basic economics, that just understand how to write the books for themselves, change the status quo, rewrite figures for themselves, create numbers. That was exactly part of the reason why they floated the naira, so that the naira will become worthless. Nigeria. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show. Let me just open up the floor right now for everybody to come to the conversation. Yeah, so Ali, we are paying some. Ali says on X, so we are paying for subsidy and still paying for full price of fuel. Exactly. That's the reality of Nigeria. Nigerians are paying for subsidy and still paying for the full price of fuel in Tinubu's Nigeria, in a country that has this oil. Somebody please check how much Tinubu have invested in our refineries. Tinubu became president and made himself the Minister of Petroleum, following the footsteps of Buhari. Tinubu did not find any sector that was most important to heart to him. He didn't become Minister of Defense to champion and attack the insecurity in the country. He didn't become Minister of Education to change the trajectory of how our people think or go to school, or change the educational sector in the country. He didn't think of becoming Minister of any other thing, but he became the Minister of Petroleum for a reason. Go and check who bought Yeah. You know, Tinubu people get Oando. If I break down the fraud and the criminality what Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his family has done in the Nigerian oil sector, Saddam feel lost tomorrow. Now, if you don't see me again tomorrow because of it, this is high level criminality that is they will do anything to protect. I just want Nigerians to understand what we're up against. We're up against the most illicit criminals that Nigerians have ever seen. And if we allow this people consolidate 2027, guys, this is beyond that. That's why when I come here and I talk to most of our APC brothers and sisters, and I'm trying to let them understand this is beyond tribe. This is beyond religion. This is beyond primordial sentiments. This sentiment will not take us anywhere. Because the man that you're currently dying for, he doesn't believe in this sentiment. He's just using this sentiment to be able to divide us from saying all these things. How can you deceive Nigeria for the past 3 years that we're paying subsidy and that we should suffer? And Nigerians are bearing the brunt of that subsidy. Nigerians, poor women, poor men, fathers, mothers, sisters, siblings, skyrocketing prices of everything for the past 3 years. Only for us to discover in the third year that actually you are actually even paying times 10 of that subsidy to the same sector. It is madness. This is what on in a very sane society, it is what brings down any president. If we had a Senate, Tinubu should have been impeached tomorrow. It is not fun, my people. It's not fun. It's not fun. But let's welcome guys to the show. Welcome. Let me open up the floor right now. Let's conversation keep going. Just please, when you see, please, if you have not seen that video, please, it's the video I made today on my comment section. Please share that video. Many Nigerians that are suffering today, bearing the brunt of this government, that do not deserve it, don't even know that they're paying for the same subsidy, that we are still paying for the subsidy. Many people don't know. So welcome guys to the show. Let me just open up the floor right now. I'm going to start with my sister Blossy. Blossy, oh my goodness! Yesterday was an interesting one, but it's good to have you on the platform. Welcome. You have the live, please. Meanwhile, please, before I bring up Blossy, just a minute, please. I have to always do this to you guys here. Please indulge you guys and push you guys to please share the live. Keep sharing the live. If you're joining us, as much as I keep seeing people join the live, I keep telling you guys, please share the live, repost the live, and most especially if you're on TikTok, please. I will say the please a million times, but I have to power tap the live. Keep tapping. If you're just watching us and you're not tapping, they try. And if you feel led in the spirit, please gift us. You don't have to gift me. You can gift my people, but I need gifts to be going around this my life, because that's the only way TikTok can carry us up. They'll say, these people are doing well. When they say I only cry when they can't cry for you. Eh? So if my speakers are speaking well, making sense, please give them gifts. So it won't encourage other people to come up and speak. So you're not going to just sit down and they watch. You don't contribute anything to this life. Eh? Please, if I start to spend they shower them with gifts, shower them. That's how we encourage people to come out here and speak, please. Thank you very much. Blossy, you have the live 5 minutes.
Thank you, Saddam. Thank you again for having me on your platform. And I feel very, very honored. I listened to what you just said now about this subsidy thing, where we they pay for subsidy and we are paying more and more for the energy and the petrol and everything that goes with it. I'm not surprised. I am not, because we know what we're dealing with. We are dealing with a renowned, not only for powder, Lord Baron, but also a strategic mastermind criminal. I talk again. A strategist mastermind criminal. Aguero. So he is busy, as we're speaking now, siphoning Nigerian money, our money, public funds. And now when this man don't come out from that seat, now we can know how deep the financial hole we they enter. Anyway, Sha, me as I did now, I don't do scorecard though, because I remember in primary, secondary, and whatever, every time, then you will get first term, second term, and third term. This one, in on term now, 4 years old. As I did now, I don't look Tinubu scorecard. On insecurity, Tinubu scored for my scorecard AAA stars. On corruption, Tinubu scored AAA stars. On embezzlement, Tinubu scored AAA stars. On rehabilitating Boko Haram into Nigerian army and Nigerian society, Tinubu scored AAA stars. On neglecting everything about social amenities, Tinubu scored AAA stars. Now, when we come for the economy, Tinubu don't score triple Fs. We call for government roads that can actually lead us to where we need to go. Tinubu don't score triple Fs. Then, if we even look at electricity, the one when you take campaign, that one na triple F. And when we look at agriculture, triple F. I'm sorry, all those triple F, na triple F9, sorry. And then if we then look at even when we look at education, Tinubu score triple F9. If we look at just the ordinary hospital, the ordinary sanitation, the ordinary food, when our people they lack, that is our basic human right. With over 141 million of us sitting down and not having one full square meal to eat in a day. All linked to what? Insecurity. Tinubu score triple F9. In a country where we are supposed to be millionaires based on our own common resources, our natural common wealth, we not get access to them. We sit down, then they blow us warm breeze for our Ikebes. They tell us, Nigeria no get money. Nigeria hard. Nigeria, we could give us more 4 more years. All the plans we don't put for grant, it go come out, so I go chop the thing. And everything are nothing but lies. Lies upon lies upon lies. Even when we they send money from that land, we they still they pay tax on them. Tinubu they collect from them. Tinubu lacks empathy. He lacks emotions. He lacks everything humanly possible. So make things a bit careful. Excuse me, please, mute. I'm submitting. Thank you. And as we there now, we now are at a crossroads there, Nigerians. I have been on platforms today and they started with the American and British intimidation. Oh, if you go come out there for power, America will come take over our country. You know they're the ones in charge, blah, blah, blah. And I say to all of them, APC supporters, all of them again when I go, bye. Tinubu Haram. You go bye-bye. Tinubu fraud, master powder dealer, you master barrel. You go bye, triple bye. You have failed and you have failed colossally. You are affecting me, Blossy. My life you are affecting. And let me see anybody who will tell me I'm not entitled to criticize. I will criticize until you bye. We are fed up and we're saying we want our country back. You have failed in governance, failed on security, failed on economy, failed. All you have passed in. With AAA stars are embezzlement, corruption, insecurity, Boko Haram, and evilness. Nigerians, the power they on our hand. This 2027 that is coming up, use every means possible. Follow that vote. Announce it, both nationally and internationally. We are very, very serious, savvy, and smart people. Don't even let the so-called INEC that he has put in his pocket to come and start telling you what not. You must stand and you must protect your vote. You must vote APC and Tinubu out. I have a principal in my mind. I have a principal whom I know. I have a man who has conquered corruption and who wants to come in based on his own antecedent to make that change happen. And he has said it, give him only 4 more years. And that is His Excellency, Sir Gregory Peter Obi. And he's the person who has been recognized internationally to lead Nigeria. All the countries in the world are telling Nigerians, make una wake up, una too mumu. Una go sit down, they go after stupidity. They follow APC. That are boys. All these hungry church rats. When they blow hot air, they intimidate you. Nobody is more Nigerian than you, and don't let anybody sell you and your family, because after that bag of rice, after that bag of gari, after the bottles of jerrycan of ororo, and all the bread that don't throw for all of our head come out finish. The next 4 years' time, with what the sinkhole we're in now, that sinkhole is going to get even deeper. Wake up. APC.
All right.
Tinubu, we're tired, and all of us go bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Me and my family alone, and leave our country alone. Nigerians, take your country back.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Blossy. I don't know how you coined out your pie, but it sounds like when you hit an APC person's head. The sound they go come out. Well, thank you so much. In the midst of the whole laughter, is just I try to make light of most of these things most times, right? Because that's for me, that's the only copism I have, right? When I think about the madness going on in our country, it is insane. Who I found us. Please don't unmute your mic, please. If you're not called to do so, please, on the platform, please. I don't know who's that, but please let everyone mic be muted, please. Thank you very much. Mr. George, please, if your mic is not muted, I have to drop you, please. Please, just thank you so much. Thank you, my sister. It is insanity what we found ourselves. I always try to, it always keeps my mind, but I have to always remind myself and remind Nigerians where we are, where we found ourselves. I saw a friend. Thank you so much, Ola. I saw a mutual. I won't call friend because these days everybody can be friend. I saw a mutual video on Instagram. I'm going to probably make a content out of that video on the price of Milo. I saw Milo, big Milo, 20-something thousand. I was like, what? This is what in 2015 was like 1,000 plus. These are commodities, basic commodities. So how do you assess government? How do you assess government in a country? You assess government with the quality of lives of the people, with the ability, the ability for the people to, the purchasing power of the people. But when you remember that Tinubu said that his manifesto is to increase the tax bracket and reduce the purchasing power of the people, this is actually Tinubu's word, though. We know that when we hear these people when they say this enchantment, we feel like he did not misspeak when he said it. Reduce the purchasing power. Do you know what it means? A Milo, 26,000 naira for 18. Hi. APC have spent 12 years. What's 12 years? Right? Yes, it's going to be 12 years now. We're approaching the 12th year. It's 11 years. We're approaching the 12th year. 12 years of our lives, guys. Many of us were in our 20s when APC came into power. Many of us were in our 30s when APC came into power. Many of us were in our 40s when APC came to power. Many of us were in our 50s when APC. Ask 12 years to your life, guys. Do you know what 12 years can do? 12 years is enough for a child from secondary school to go through university, finish their university, get their masters, get their PhD in 12 years period. In the space of 12. I want people to understand, because we lost time in Nigerians and thinking that it's just normal. We gave out 12 years of our lives to perennial criminals that did not add one value to any of us, how we live today. No sector, I say it all the time. That's why when I want to criticize APC, I come out and say, name that one sector today in Nigeria is better off 12 years later. Name that one sector in Nigeria that 12 years ago were better off today. One. Just one. Name any sector. Just one sector. Our healthcare sector is better off today. I'm asking myself, is the educational sector better off today? Is it sports? Is it the economy? Is it security? Just one sector. Just pick one. See, this is not propaganda, right? This is not okay. You hate APC, that's why you know. No. I don't hate APC. Let's talk about impact in the lives of people. One sector that we're better off today than we were 12 years ago. Then you now understand the mission of this party. And I say this because many people that have attributed to the rise of APC to the formation of the CIA and all these three-letter capital bodies, I totally agree with you. Please, just when I bring you guys up, please let's just mute your mic. Thank you very much. I totally agree with you, because the truth of the matter is that I have someone that is in my DM that's telling me, Sirdam, these next elections it's almost impossible for Nigerians. That these people want Nigeria to remain spoiled, because if Nigeria does not remain spoiled, many Nigerians will come back home, which is the truth. Because I want to say this right now, that if Nigeria begins to work, so many developed nations on earth today will suffer it, because we are almost like the life wire to so many countries. If Nigerians, 20% of Nigerians leave America, America will feel it. If 20% of Nigerians leave UK will feel it. The healthcare system might probably crash. NHS will probably crash. Right? So they know that. So for them, it is important that Nigeria does not work. And Nigeria not working means having stupid, useless leaders in power. That's the only way Nigeria cannot work. As long as we keep electing fools, as long as fools remain our leaders, Nigeria, the white man does not have to do anything. All the leaders that Nigerians will keep, the best of our brains will keep running away and running to their countries. And to do what? To work the job that their children will not work. The hard labor that their children should do, the normal cleaning, this thing, housekeeping, all this, their children won't do it. Now, the professionals who don't read to the highest level in Nigeria have to come there and do it. So we are like a service economy to them. And the only way they can keep us that way is by supporting or empowering. That's when I see many people shouting. And for me, albeit a little bit late, that's why I don't. When I see people say Trump, come and say I'm laughing at Trump, cannot come and do anything for us. Forget that part. Forget it. Forget it. Because if they must have shown him the ramifications of a Nigeria that work, to maintain global status quo, Nigeria does not have to work. So we are actually fighting against, it's actually a David versus Goliath fight. And why I am optimistic and why I'm speaking out is because I understand that the power of the people is forever greater than the people in power. If only the people know the power they have. That's why I'm actually doing what I'm doing. Because I know that if Nigerians choose to decide and say, to hell with you people, with you three-letter word organizations, to hell with you foreign powers, to hell with you INEC, Tinubu and everything, we're going to vote and protect our vote. There is nobody on earth that will change it. It is up to us now. But are we willing to do that hard work? It's left for Nigerians to be seen. So if you're joining us for the first time, guys, welcome. It's the Emir Sirdam show. I see people already coming in from other platforms. I also have to restate so many things that I said earlier on. Please, guys, if you're joining us, please help us share the live, repost the live, And if you're on TikTok, please power tap the live. You guys are not power tapping the live. Very few people are power tapping this live. I'm seeing their names. Very few. El Nino, Sir Henry, Akara. Just very few people, and we have enough people here in numbers. Please power tap the live. That's how you can encourage us, right? And that's how we can get this live popping, because conversations we have on this platform are not conversations that should just be left for few people to listen. Every Nigerian should hear this. How can Nigeria be paying for subsidy while Tinubu is also eating subsidy money? How can we be paying for the price of subsidy in Nigerians and Tinubu actually is also paying for subsidy? Paying for subsidy to who? Under the guise of security expenses, energy security expenses. Millions of Nigerians do not know this, and they are probably on TikTok. You know, and many people are telling me, I've seen people that say that we should talk about Tyler. That for me, it's a conversation that I feel probably on a very normal day we can talk about it. But right now, Nigerians need to know Tinubu don't do us Yahoo. The greatest scam. This should be the scam of since the history of this world. They never scam any set of people like the one with Tinubu don't do Nigerians now. So it should be main news, it should be mainstream news, and it can only be mainstream if you guys amplify it. People like us have done the hard work and put it out as content out there. If you see it, take it out there, make posts about it. If you're a content creator, even if you're not a content creator, you have people following you, start talking about it. Do you know that Nigerians are currently paying for subsidy? That Tinubu said subsidy is gone. Do you know that actually not that Buhari spent 8 years paying subsidy to the tune of 11.3 trillion naira in 8 years? Tinubu has paid for energy, let me call it again, energy security expenses. Energy security expenses to the tune of 11 point something trillion naira in the space of 2 years. And the function of the energy security expenses, according to NNPC, not according to Sirdam, is that it is the fee that the Nigerian government is paying so that Nigerians can be able to access petrol at the price that they're accessing it right now. So we are paying for subsidy under a different name. And Nigerians do not know about it because Tinubu stood on a podium on the day of his inauguration and he lied and told the world that subsidy is gone. And automatically destroyed the economy of the country. So please, this conversation needs to be mainstream, and that's what I'm putting out here tonight. Welcome to the show, guys. Let me pass the mic right now to King L. King L, you came in next. I'm just going to take a quick roll call. Please, if you want to join the conversation wherever you are, this is actually a TikTok show. We're not going to be going too long tonight because tomorrow is actually the violence space, which starts by 8 p.m. Tomorrow is going to be a very longer show. So tonight is going to be as short as possible. So please, I implore every one of you listening to the sound of my voice right now to please help us power tap this live, help us share this live, bring more people into the conversation. Let's get more people. Everybody give us 10,000 likes. If you're just a bystander or listening to us, the least you can do for us is to power tap the live. Your power tapping the live simply means you tapping your screen multiple times. Do not stop. Just keep tapping your screen. And please, it doesn't translate to money. It only helps us grow. Thank you guys so much for the gifts already, because if you can see at the new ranking, we are ranked this live. We are ranked at number 45 right now. We are ranked at number 80 something, but we're now going down. So it means that we're growing, right? So please, everybody, please just help us. You can power tap. You can gift my speakers. If you feel obliged to gift me, that's on you. There's no compulsion from my side here. But please, you guys have to help us grow this live. Thank you so much. King L, I give you the live right now. Welcome. You have 5 minutes, please.
Good evening, sirs. Good evening, the house. Good evening, everyone. We've all spoken extensively. Honestly, my sister that spoke last, I love your submission, really. And also the part you kept saying, Tinubu, bye. I love that bye very much, to be sincere with you. But the truth is, we Nigerians actually, we are the problem. That's what I've also come to realize, that we have allowed these criminals to control our commonwealth. We have successfully allowed these criminals to control our destinies. Honestly, Because the wealth of Nigeria, as we speak right now, is divided into the hands of few people. And that is bad. Few people are comfortably controlling the lives of 200 and something million people, because if you check the fraction of these criminals, they are not much. They don't even hold water when you put them together. But it's quite unfortunate that they are the ones controlling the lives. You know, people that give birth every day, no good primary health care. People die every day giving birth. People die every day out of one illness or the other, out of accidents and all that. People die. People are going through a lot in Nigeria. And that is the truth, bros. We see things every day, honestly speaking. But it's quite so unfortunate that you still see some morons, some illegitimate human beings, some mistake-come human beings, right? Will be defending this atrocious, I don't know how to use that word right now. Evil people. And I think it's high time we stand up as Nigerians, as a people. If you keep thinking about yourself that this time as a Nigerian, that means you don't really understand the mission. And I was speaking with some guys the other day, and the guy kept saying, if he'll be okay, rather if he gets house, car, and he's eating well and all that, and he'll be cool. And I told him, guy, you are good, because you don't understand what is ahead of you. Your children will suffer if you can't pay the price to save them now. Because a lot of people think it's all about them. Maybe I will just build house. Any house to be for your child today, for example, that child will grow, that house becomes outdated. They want to build their own. Imagine the kind of economy they will meet at that particular time, right? To want to build their own. Just like our fathers, or the fathers before our fathers now, some of them couldn't build something they would have built, because then it was not as even as bad as this, but it was still bad. But right now it's getting worse, right? If there's any word to be used. And it will still continue to get worse if nothing is done right now. Not like it will be changed 100%, of course. But at least, let it be that there's a hope. Right? If you go to Burkina Faso right now, of course, we listen to how that young guy is doing some mighty stuff. Abolishing Sharia, whatever, law and all that. And introducing, you have to be innovative for it to be presented. Those are how leaders, that's how leaders should reason. And that's just one man. And everyone is already buying the idea. So why do you're right, most especially, I'm very sorry. They are my wonderful brothers. I love them. I'm very sorry not to mention their name, but they are my people. But it's so quite unfortunate that majority of them are not seeing what the rest of people are seeing. They believe because it's my brother. No, I may continue. But funny enough, now then many of us are still, and many of them are still going through the same pain. But what does it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? Honestly, because a lot of them, they've sold their souls because of small change. Because of small change. You sell your soul. Person give you maybe 1 million naira. You got this foolish. Are you kidding me? What is 1 million naira? You got this foolish. You can kill somebody because of one. What is 1 million naira? Are you kidding me? What is 10 million naira, for crying out loud? Do you know the wealth that Nigeria has that few people are controlling? If everyone is decided to be sharing, if the Nigeria should share 10 billion to everybody, everyone, there will still be wealth. And that's the truth.
All right.
So I think we need to stand up and face reality as a people.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Guys, please, let's keep our tapping the live. Let's keep sharing the live also, please. Thank you so much, guys. You see, I'll say this all the time, right? I say this all the time, but I don't care mine sounding like a broken record. This is my total observation to people that support this government, right? Especially on social media. They are, and I say this because it's actually a way Nigerians can understand. so that you don't get caught up in the metrics or in the agenda. Tinubu does not have real followers. Everybody that is following Tinubu are people that are following him because of what they stand to gain or what they can gain. It is a very normal thing. It is not because of country or because of the Nigeria is getting better. Because as I always say, like I always ask, name one sector in Nigeria today that is better off than it was 3 years ago or 12 years ago, as the case may be. And when you see them on social media, I do this all the time. I ask myself, I'm like, just check all his supporters. Virtually all of them, they're all faceless. They are all faceless. They don't have, you will see, you don't understand what it means that you're a supporter of the supposed president of a country. Why are you hiding your face? Nobody's going to come and carry you. You're not, DSS is for you. Police is for you. Every security, if you now get government, you they hide your face because you know that what you're supporting you are not proud of supporting the nonsense you're supporting. Very few of them have the audacity. Those ones that swallow shame. They drink shame like paracetamol. Swallow them. Now those ones get shame to remove their face. Like them Dauda. 99%. I'm on my platform today. When I made a post about when I made a video about NLNG, if you see as they came to my platform, they were attacking. They were just attacking, like they sent them like swarm of bees. I'll keep checking them. Name check. 99% of them that came to that platform are all faceless. And I asked myself, I say, if my candidate are president, you know, they say as I talk about my face now. Imagine saying that my candidate be president. Imagine I believe in Tinubu's agenda of criminality. Imagine I believe in Tinubu's agenda of bribery, of corruption, of looting, of propaganda. Imagine I was talking about Tinubu. I'm gonna do it with my face, my chest, because I'm gonna burn. I'm gonna put this life. I go open champagne for here. They pop. They tell you and say, Nigeria is working. But you come on comment sections, you go to lives, you go to shows, you go to spaces, and say Tinubu 4+4 with your face not showing. You're a coward. You know that what? You don't even believe in the market you're selling. That's the problem we have. And how do you want to convince me? When me will carry my face, you will be there faceless. That I believe as I did, I'm using like 5 devices. If I was that jobless like most of you guys, I'll probably have TikTok account in all my 5 devices. I'll be going from live to live, and I will log in with all my 5 devices. And I'll use this one and comment, Tinubu 4+4. Use the next one and comment, Tinubu 4+4. Use this one and comment. And subconsciously, you that you're innocently in the life, you'll be thinking like, Tinubu have supporters, so check their faces. They are all faceless. They don't request for the mic to speak. Because if Dauda requests for the mic to speak with his main handle, then his Bona account will be maybe he go use general for Bona 1, general, colonel Bona 2, sergeant Bona 3, DPO Bona 4, corporal Bona 5. Then he go use sergeant, DPO, and the rest go type for comment section. Yes. When they use that, they send himself gifts. The blind say they know what they talk. Oh yeah, now Sergeant 1 come up and speak. If Sergeant 1 come up and speak, he go see me. He go see me. He go be the same voice. He don't visual face. Since I talk this in that like I get one way they talk for comment section, he don't run. Wait, can I say Prince OJ? He don't comment again. Because what I'm saying is the truth. Oh yeah, comment now. He don't run. I understand Tinubu people though. I understand that. I've read that man like the back of my hands. I honestly understand. I wish Nigerians understood him and do I understand the man. You see how we don't collect our country back. These people are just people built on propaganda. Lie for me. Tell the lies a million times and they begin to sound like the truth. It still remains a lie. Welcome, guys, to the show one more time. Let me pass the mic right now. Let's move the conversation. I think King Abdul, welcome to the live, my brother. Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, Sirdam. And good morning, good evening to everyone here. Actually, this program is always a banger for me. I won't lie to you, because this is one of the programs right now that I'm enjoying when it comes to TikTok, because I do go to some live, and what I normally say there is it's not worth it.
Pause. King Abdul, pause. Guys, I don't yet say the person can't give us free promo. This program is a banger. This program is the best when it comes to TikTok and the rest. Oh yeah, now guys, make us share the live now. Make other people experience this kind of thing now. Like the live, share the live, and we'll bring more people so that people can enjoy the same thing that you're enjoying. Abi, thank you, King Abdul. Continue. Welcome, sir. Thanks for the compliment.
Actually, when it comes to subsidy, I heard the first time I heard it was with Rufai, and I was surprised. After then, I went to do my research. When I did my research and I came back, I said, "Oh my God, Nigeria, we are all doomed. We are gone. Nothing can save us anymore. If 2027, like Sirdam, I keep telling everybody in your platform, if we miss 2027, let's forget about Nigeria. Let's forget about Nigeria. Nigeria is gone. We can't fix Nigeria anymore. If I keep saying this, some people in the comment section will say, "Are you God? God have already given us the right, the platform for we, the choice to make it right. Even when they crucified God, He still give them chance for people to repent. Now it's our time to repent from every single thing. Let's tell God, God forgive us. We don't know what we were doing at first, but now our eyes don't open. 99 or 100% of Nigeria knows that what this man is doing, everything is fake. Everything is fake. I was online today when I saw Tinubu's daughter, the one in the UK. The woman spoke like, oh my God, I was just, because I thought he was like APC member, because sometimes she supports, sometimes she do this, but today what she voiced out every single thing. He said that we Nigerian, she the UK, her daughter the UK, she no fit suffer for life again. She no fit suffer for life again, no matter what, no matter how the sufferness there for Nigeria. Even though she get her money before she come Nigeria. She came to Nigeria to just spend some weeks, then she'll come back to UK. She's working. She's ending a good money because she's a senior nurse. So what are we saying? You people are in Nigeria, you don't have 3 square meters. I came to the UK in my late 30s. When I came to the UK, I'm ashamed to tell them my age, because small picking does occupy office. 17, 18, 21, they don't occupy office. And we still have 40 years, 30 something years adults still they live with the family still they feed them. Because of there is no employment, nothing. And Tinubu's sons, Tinubu's daughter, everybody, they are living large. All the politicians are living large. Even coming down to Shaman has special advisor who they fund them. And I was online today, went to my principal, what is it called? Peter Obi went to California. He was asking the people in California, you people who see your leader or your people representing you come to the United States or come to the UK, you people who representing them, do you people ask them where they have this money from? Which money are they using to fly up and down to come to this country to do what? You people supposed to chase them back. In California, he asked them, the governor has how many convoy followed governor of California? People say no. 5 motor, no, they follow them. But Nigeria, we have 30, we have 40 following a governor. Where is this money coming from? This is security money. The security money, bandits see the Nigeria, T-boys see the Nigeria, K-boys see the Nigeria. Every single thing see the Nigeria. And they say that they give them security money. What are we doing in Nigeria? Nigeria is, if Nigeria missed 2027, see, Sirdam, no come online again, just go sleep, enjoy your life.
That's true.
And me, I've told everybody that I've given money. If 2027 Tinubu win, I will not prove, even though he won't win, Moku will say yes, he win without ringing. He win that he won the election without ringing, without doing any biribiri with INEC. Look at Commissioner of Police. They were inaugurating new city boys in Lagos. He went there, they were celebrating him because they know that, okay, this is the person that is going to do whatever he want to do in Lagos State. A lot of things is going on in Nigeria, but the youth will come out and say, after all, even though we vote, our vote no will count. And this is what we have been saying for how long Buhari came. Yes, when Buhari was coming, my late dad told me, when they clamor for Buhari, if Buhari come, when I go eat cassava leaf, go so far. My dad told me, he said we go so far. We say Baba. But when he came, when if I complain, my dad would just laugh. He told me that Tinubu and Buhari will suffer because I personally campaigned for Buhari then.
So.
Personally, because I don't know. But during good luck, everything was okay. Even though the corruption is there, but every sector was going well. With the buy fuel almost 70-something naira by then. But now they don't remove subsidy. We are still getting fuel for almost 1,000, and they are using the subsidy to pay themselves. Tinubu is paying himself with subsidy. When I do my research, I won't cry. I don't feel. Even in the UK, they say okay, they get the fuel from all these things. And they buy fuel. My tank they full. And they buy fuel almost like £80 or £90. My tank go full for UK. You don't use £80. Almost how much? 100 and something. Buy full tank for Nigeria. Who are you? Who goes you? Sirdam, thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Honestly speaking, that statement, if we make that mistake, and that's why for me, I wish if I had one superpower God can give me is how can I just say this for the whole Nigeria to hear it, so that nobody will come out and say I did not hear, I did not know, had I known. No. Let us stand and know that everybody has heard. That if we by mistake allow, because I said all the time that Tinubu cannot win the next elections. He has no pathway to coming back to power via elections, via votes. As in people will go vote Tinubu. Tinubu can. When nobody know me, I go win Tinubu for the next elections. So worry, and Tinubu back on ballot. Oh, it's Speed Darlington go beat Tinubu for any Tom, Dick and Harry will beat Tinubu on a free and fair elections in Nigeria. But the problem is this: there cannot be a free and fair elections in Nigeria with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is the truth. Tinubu will not give it to you. It is not in his DNA for free and fair elections. So it's up to us now to understand that we are up against a man that will not play fair and will not give you free. So we have to prepare ourselves, prepare our minds, prepare our people to understand that the next elections is war. It's the truth. Anybody that is going to the next election with any other mentality than the mentality of getting ready that you're going to protect your vote with your life, any other mentality than that, you're not ready for the next elections. Just be ready for Tinubu 2.0. Because he cannot win an elections. He's banking on our naivety. He's banking on the fact that many Nigerians will not hear this thing we're saying right now. To just come out and vote and go back home. But if we choose to plot the ways of like the Kwankwasias, like the Ghanaians did, like other people have done in the past, whereby they vote and they follow their vote. And I'm going to make this video probably also for Osun State, because I see where thank you so much. I see where the video is coming out with all the hot air. I'm going to make a video hopefully and tell him, Oga, let me just tell you the only way you can win Tinubu in the next Osun elections. Make your Oga just know it. You vote, Osun people vote and escort their votes to INEC center in the hundreds of thousands. That is the only way you can win Tinubu in elections, because he's going to make sure that the police intimidate, riggers will come in, vote buyers will come in. He will do all those things. But the only way you can win them is the power of the people, not the power. On election day, Mola Adeleke's power will be taken out from him. Not even his own orderly will listen to him that day. They will not listen to him that day. That day, every state power will be taken out of him. It will be the power of the Osun people resisting that rigging that will save him. And it is the same way it happens nationally. On election day, all the state apparatus will be set up in a way to make sure Tinubu comes back as president. But it takes the resistance of the Nigerian people, which we are overwhelmingly the favorites to do it, because we are overwhelmingly outnumbered them 100,000 to 1. We have the numbers. But do we know what we have to do? Is what I'm employing Nigerians going forward shall be the center stage of our conversation. But we're talking about the fact that Nigerians are still paying subsidy to the guy. We are still paying subsidy under Bola Tinubu. We are still paying subsidy. In case they have deceived you and say subsidy is gone, no, not lie, oh. Tinubu they pay subsidy to himself, sha. Let's pass the mic right now, guys. Welcome to the live. Please keep the power tapping going on. You guys are amazing. This show is not going to be a long one today because, as I said earlier on, tomorrow is going to be a very long day for us on the violence space. We're starting by 8 p.m. And I saw someone that said he finally found the space today. Thank you for whoever retweeted the space or reposted the live that made got somebody coming here tonight. Thank you so much. That's what I say. Please, when I say you guys, please repost the live, share the live, power tap the live. It's because all these activities make TikTok as an algorithm push us up the FYP and people get to see us and come to the conversation. Thank you.
I don't miss something.
All right. Mikey, come in, please.
So no, I'm not doing my submission now. I just want to talk to the house. Guys, you all agree with me that we are doing amazingly well in this place with the kind of information, the quality of information of conversation that we have in this house. And if you think that this doesn't make any sense, you can go on the street of TikTok and compare, the kind of quality of conversation that we have. Yes, I know sometimes we do a bit of banter and we try to laugh, but everything is a complete package. But the reason why Sirdam, after a very long day at work, comes here every day, we engage us, talk about all those things and the passion to see our nation work, is the purpose why this conversation have been set up. That's why we have this show. Now, I feel that the least we can do is to blow our conversation up. That way, more people get to hear you, more people get to hear the quality of conversation we have here, and more people get to be awakened. More people get to take positions. More people get to hear hope. Even people that have given up hope, they hear hope. Because we don't sell fear here, we sell hope. So more people get to hear hope. So we know that it's a marathon. But the place we need to start, this one is the easiest we can do, is to blow this up. How do we blow it up? This live in an hour should be hitting 200k likes in the first 1 hour. And it does not take anything to do that. Every time I come on this show, the minimum likes I give my attendance is at least 10,000. Imagine all of us. All you gotta do is tap your screen, tap your screen, tap your screen. You can do 2-finger tap. I don't know the kind of phone you use. It's quicker that way. Just do 2-finger tap and just keep double fingering and tap, and you just keep going up. All of us, within a very short period of time, we can push this live in an hour. 10 minutes is what I use to get my 10k likes. 10 minutes. So if all of us within the first 1 hour we are consistent with our tap, we push this thing, what happens is that if you look at our D League right now, where we are right now, we are on D1 number 19. Between now and next week, what I'm thinking we should be aiming for is we want to enter the C League. Now, what that does is it pushes us further. More people come in and more people hear this conversation. And that is the aim. That's one thing. The other thing you need to also do is to contribute. Send gifts. It doesn't cost much. Now, those gifts, they push it more because it shows that there's a lot of engagement going on here. And I used to say something. It is to be committed to Nigeria is not by mouth. It's not to say, oh, I have this, I have that. Well, if you want change is going to cost us money. Some of us cannot go to Nigeria and engage the streets. But our money can do that job for us. A little money, send gifts. It's not like that gift is going to make anybody here rich. The whole essence is those gifts gives us a boost, gives this show a boost. It pushes all the rank. Because even if you send me gift, that gift I'm going to send it back to you. So we need this to engage. We want this to go up. Let's push this live. Let's engage this. Let's tap. Let's like. Let's share. Tap, like, share. Tap, like, share, and send gifts. That way, we are able to grow this program to more people, and more people can reach us, so that more people can hear the quality conversation that we're discussing about our nation. So I just want to employ all of us. Like you, I'm like you. Like I came in here like any one of you, but I just feel like we cannot just limit this to this and just make it cruise. Let's be intentional about making this up the ladder, and I believe that we can all do that. So please, in the next 15-20 minutes, let's all tap this like and push the like up aggressively. At least we can at least do that. I'll drop for now so that other people can come in.
All right, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you for that word there. Thank you so much. Because honestly speaking, I myself, I say this all the time, but I try not to, I just try to see how far can we go as a people, how far can we push, and I said this, one of my friends, I will come up now, he say, if only Nigeria had like 100 of your kind. And I said, it is not of my kind. We can all choose to be selfless as a people, right? And that's why for me, because I know how Nigerians think. The moment something starts going on in their life, it's like, oh, maybe there's something special in their life. That's why I keep saying all the time, like, please, don't come and make this about me giving me gifts. I'm not here about the gifts. It's not like I don't want, or like I'm immune to gifts. No, I'm not immune to gifts, or that I'm anti-gift. I'm not anti-gift, but it is not the basis of this conversation. But if we have seen that TikTok itself as a platform for it to grow, I have testimonies. People on this, like, people know what I'm saying, that there are actually TikTok rooms people go to before you come up to speak. You pay. If you want to speak more time, if you want to speak beyond the time, you pay. You pay more money and you'll be speaking at politics like we're speaking right now, but I do it free for everybody because I will never come to that point where I say that you pay for your speech, right? Everybody should be able to speak on my platform. But please, if there are things that we have to do to make this live go viral, please do it. There are people that are up here as speakers. You can give them gifts. It's not about Saddam now. You don't want to give Saddam gifts, no problem. Find all my speakers here. Let them not be say TikTok will talk, say, for this life, gifts they go on. Because the gift costs people actually nothing. Right? These roses and the rest, it's nothing to you people. It's just few coins and the rest. Please give people gifts. And maybe say this life they pop. Things are going on this life. People, they are seeing things going on. It must not be me, please. So don't be saying that Saddam saying, hey, give me. No. You can find one person there, just bless the person so that this life can pop, so we can get up in the conversation. Please, is all I'm going to ask. Thank you so much, Mikey, for saying that. I didn't know how to. I don't know that. Say that. I don't know how to talk about. You really put it out the right way. It has to be right. But let's go back to the conversation, guys. I'm going to bring back, I think, Tolex. What happened to you? Tolex, where are you? All right, Tolex, you have the live, please, in 5 minutes. Please, guys, let's hit 200K likes before the end of this show. In the next 10 minutes, everybody, please power tap the live. Just keep, now say even double power tap can happen. Just be tapping your screen, please. In the next 10 minutes.
Three fingers said the apple. And they use 3 fingers now. 3 fingers.
3 fingers. Ah.
3 fingers work. 3 fingers.
Guys, I'm not gonna be. Please, guys, let's do something miraculous here tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, Tolex, you have the live. Welcome. 5 minutes, please.
Good evening, brother. Good evening, everybody.
Tolex, can you speak to your phone? Can you speak to your phone, please?
Okay, let me just. Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, thank you. And also, please, this is not just restricted to TikTok. Please, also, if you're on X, if you're on YouTube, please share the live also on your platforms. People on Facebook, please share the live also. Just repost the live if you're on X, repost the live, like the live, share the live, tweet about the live. Something is happening here, or let people come in. That's how we can get more people to get into the conversation, guys. Thank you so much. Tolex, try, let me hear you, please.
Let me just say I commend every one of us for everything that we've been doing. It's really like something marvelous for me whenever I see a group of people gathering like this and we are making efforts to sensitize those people that believe that yes, they see their godfather in this nonsense government. In fact, let me just quickly say this. I was trying to engage some.
Oh my goodness. Tolex, I've missed you. I've lost you. You fell off. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's your network or something. we just lost Tolex. Please, guys, why Tolex? Let's see whether we can reconnect Tolex. I see all of you requesting for the mic. We're going to bring you guys back up real quick. Just be patient with us. We're going to be moving people from the boxes when you're done speaking. I will drop you if you want to come back again. You can always request back. We'll bring you back up on the platform. Tolex is back, so let me bring back Tolex. Meanwhile, please keep power tapping the live. Please keep sharing the live, right? Tolex. It seems like you're still using your earphone. Are you using your earpiece, please?
I've already removed it.
All right, go on. Let's manage it. Go on.
Okay, let me just try to move my this. Is it clear now?
Aha.
Okay, so I was trying to engage with one of my students that I used to assist back then in the year. I tried to ask them something. He said one of his friends was talking about the network. And do you want to believe that these people didn't even understand what that left fund that yes, they're borrowing them money. They believe the government is giving them money. After that, do you realize that yes, they're putting you in the bondage that even your next generation will never pay this money back? I just like they deceive you to the extent that they just collect your details and put it in line that they will use it for these votes. That's part of the plan. No, those boys that they are giving net for, they are collecting their PVC, they are collecting their details to use for the election too. That's what the guy read to me that they said, okay, they have to drop the PVC, and I'm like, see, everything that they are telling you is totally wrong. Everything they are telling you is totally wrong. Why are you just giving these details out? This is part of their plan. Please, we need to reorientate all our peoples around us. They deceive them in love with so many lies. And we have to go through some things about how to bring unity among us. I believe that yes, some of the things that they are looking at is just to use ethnicity and tribal stuff to deceive us. These people have already bought a lot of people with that ideology. And it is high time we take it back from them. We don't need them again. They have to go. We just need to do this. Please, everybody that will have people around. Back here, I was in Poland 2 weeks ago when I actually did my master's there. And very close to my house there, one of the powerful men, one of their ministers, he used to go to office with bike. So when I got there 2 weeks ago, I was like, I thought we changed your car ever since. He said, why am I going to be changing my car? For what? I'm back home in my country. If you see the kind of people who in this kind of your position, they have this kind of car, this kind of. He said, that is nonsense. We are wasting money. I said, they don't see it like that. And I look at it that truly, how will a government official be thinking of using each, maybe even ordinary councillor, using big cars when you've not given your local health center, your community, just common health center, nothing. And people will still be following them and be believing that yes, they have hope in them. What hope are they giving with this suffering? Please, let us gather together and find a way to just send this government out. They've done enough. Some like 3 days ago, one of them came there on my power speaking nonsense that yes, I can't imagine if you are a father in the house and you have kids, or rather you have family of kids, who are you supposed to take care of? Is it you or is it the children or you yourself? You promised a light that yes, if you did not do it, first thing that you did is just to think about that and then take every old Nigerian in darkness and you put lights in your own house. Is that how a father behave? A good leader doesn't think about himself. You first put in place the reason why you have to service. And I'm just looking at it that yes, we have to change a lot of constitutional process in that country. Whenever you want to come and serve, it is not to come and reap this wealth of the people. You have to come and serve with humanity that yes, you really want to. You have a lot of them have their job before. If you're a good person, you don't need to leave your job. Come, serve. It's a service. We have them around us in various diaspora that we are. They don't have to leave their job. in my place. My cousin came to my house sometime during the last election. He just spoke around, and I was like, what do you do? He told me where he's working, what he's doing. And I'm like, hey, good. I thought it's only this government stuff that you are doing. He said, no, why should I do that? His wife is even working. But back home, you see them, they will just sit down doing first lady and claim our money in house. I think it's high time that we come together and then take this back from them. We don't want them again. I saw a broadcast from, I don't know whether that is from Lagos State. I think it's Lagos State. That a pastor was raising a kind of that. Yes, I know they are failed, but whichever means they want to use, please, let's get ready and prepare for them too. I believe my northern people, we already know, I've seen a lot of posting and things going around about, okay, yes, we don't want them again. But please, these are our Southwest people. I don't want to be identified as, yes, whether I'm segregated or whether I'm putting some. Let us come together too and take this out of sentiment. It's not about tribal or other anything again. Let's choose the best leader. The person that we know that can do it. This guy have done it before. We've seen his own integrity. Somebody that could not even, after leaving the government, he's not taking anything from them again. We need to come out and say, yes, this is the person that we want. I'll drop here. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tulex. Thank you. All right, guys, let's keep the conversation flowing, guys. If you're joining us for the first time, it's the Emir Sirdam show. We come out here every 10 p.m. Nigerian time. We speak the state of the nation. Please, if you can mute your mic, please. Engineer Zion, you have the live in 5 minutes, please. Welcome. Mr. Common Sense. Welcome, sir. I can see you on Facebook. I should host you one of these days, though. Engineer Zion, can you hear me? Meanwhile, guys, we are streaming this live across different platforms, Facebook, YouTube, X, and it's actually a TikTok show. So if you want to join the conversation, I'm still going to see how I'm going to harmonize it. So we'll get to the point whereby I've been saying this for so long, I've not just had the time to do it. Probably have a calling number where people can dial in from any platform you are. You don't have to really come to TikTok. You can just stay at the platform you feel more comfortable at, and you can join the conversation wherever you are from in the world, right? I probably have to get a WhatsApp number for that. I think that's what we're going to do soon. But let me pass the mic right now. Engineer Zion, can you hear me, please? All right. Ida Helen. Is it Ida Helen or is it Ida Helen? Which of them? Did I pronounce the name well, please? I don't want to butcher people's name. Ida Helen. Okay, Chucky, can you hear me, please?
Yeah, I can.
Please, if you request for the mic and you're not ready to speak, please, you can always just leave and come back. When people request for the mic and I have to drop them, I have to leave them to bring you guys up. Please, I might have to drop you for other people to come up and speak. Okay, then please have like 5 minutes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, good day, everybody. So, yeah, thank you again. Every time I come, I just have to keep saying the same thing. Like, the platform is very helpful. Especially, I think somebody mentioned it. When you go online and you look at a lot of craziness, at least it's always good as somewhere that you can see people that are like you and have a sense of hope that, okay, things are actually and will get better. So I personally want to talk more about when we talk about how bad everything is, we usually say APC. I don't believe APC is the problem. I think APC, every time I come, I try to hint at it that Tinubu, APC, they are just a representation of the height of the representation of this normal thing that they all do. That all of them they do. If some of them were as criminally minded to the extent that Tinubu is, they would do the same thing. We have different institutions, different political parties, the way they get their people to be the candidate for the parties is the same. Even the citizens, what they expect of their representative is people that they think will come to their town or their village or give money or build something, even though it's not their responsibility. You expect House of Rep member to come and be building road for you or to come and be sharing money for you, and you don't see anything. For good or for bad reasons, some people even supporting Peter Obi is not for anything that has to do with him, of what it's meant for. And a lot of people, we can try to not mention it as much on this platform because we don't want to support bigotry, but a lot of people supporting the current president is because of in their mind, what is more important to benefit of the country, to good rule, is the sense of I have somebody that in quotes is of the same with me. So we need to try as much as possible to educate ourselves that what exactly do we value as human beings and as people? Like when we are selecting these people, what is the expectation that when they get there? Because people will come and be saying that Peter Obi is weak because he's throwing a part of what in every sensible place is considered integrity and discipline. Me, I have been I've suffered this when you be saying things that in a normal society is what people will respect. But they don't respect it because our value system has been turned upside down. So I believe strongly that it is human beings that build institutions. That is why for me, the most important thing in the end is to get Peter in there. Obviously, we don't want to be killing people and whatever, but we want to try to cover our vote, protect our vote, and so on to get him in there so that the institutions can be built and the culture of the people can change. People can actually begin to say, okay, if I'm trying to pick a leader, this is what I should look out for. I personally was fighting so hard, all my friends then, against Buhari, because I knew it was going to be terrible. But so many people actually supported him. There was a guy that mentioned it here that he didn't know at the time. So it's not like a lot of people are actually ignorant of what makes a good leader. What they think makes a good leader is probably somebody that posture in a certain way, somebody that say, okay, I'm for you, I'm for this. But the results or the way the person, what exactly is integrity? Some people think it's about this person has big car or this person, they sort boys for streets, right? And people will be saying, even when we say we should be selfless, supporting somebody that's a good leader is actually you being selfish because it's you that is benefiting. 90% of all my friends where I date in Nigeria, all of us don't run. Relationship destroyed.
I swear.
People doing things. I've not seen my family in years. I can count so many people. So it's for us. It's actually a selfish decision. A lot of people have lost people close to them. My mama don't die because of Nigeria. So we plenty where they say the country don't actually ruin our lives. So please, it is not a selfless thing to be fighting for somebody. If you are actually going to a hospital that you know your family will be going to, are you going to fight to get the best neurosurgeon there or fight to get the best mechanic to be heading the hospital? We need the best at this point. And it's just one person. So let us do what we can, talk to everybody, whatever we can do to get in there. Thank you.
Okay, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. You see, there's almost like there's one thing that always just binds us all together, and that is how many of us in Ghana have happened to. Every day on this my platform, I see people when and probably that's why people are different. Many of us that come out to speak actually here. Many people maybe they are still nursing their pains. Many people have not moved on from what they passed through. I always say I'm open to always share my own case of how I lost my dad to the Nigerian healthcare system. And my own case is even how do I put it now? I was actually in the same vehicle that had that accident. So it's not like I heard I was not there. I was in the same car. Me and my dad was driving when this thing happened. So I firsthand witnessed how bad the healthcare system was because we were both rushed to the hospital. Fortunately, my part had impact. I just have to share this story now, just a little bit, just to show people why when I do what I do, and I tell people that I've lost. There's nothing that you cannot kill a dead man. There's nothing in me now that you tell me that I'm scared of. No, I'm not scared of anything because I've seen life. I've seen that I'm alive today that by the privilege of God. So I'm using this opportunity God gave me again to fight and see how we can fix this country. Everything I'm going to do with my power, I will do it as a Nigerian. I will do, because I have seen firsthand how we got to the hospital by 3 p.m. 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and before they had to, we went to a specialist hospital. A specialist hospital that is not specialist in anything. There were no even doctors first. The nurses said, please, we'll take him to the Federal Medical Center, and we cannot do anything here. They rushed us to the Federal Medical Center. We went there. By 3 p.m. we arrived there. I was in serious pains in my leg, but I said, in my mind, I made up my mind, I said, I'm not going to be hospitalized. From what I was seeing in the emergency ward already, I said, please get my dad a bed. They said, go and buy card first. Emergency ward. Now problem first. You won't buy card. To call my mom, I'm like, Mom, CCO, we had an accident too. She said, well, I said, well, Federal FMC. She was like, okay, she's coming. My mom was coming with my younger brother, and I was trying to say how I can get, in my own condition, trying to say I can get bed. All the nurses were nonchalant. Everyone was just going on like nothing. Is it concerning this? There's no urgency for life itself. So when my mom came with my younger brother, I was in serious pain, but I said that I saw my dad, I'm not going to say this, but I'm going to carry. They said, no, let them also get me bed. I said, I don't want any bed. I will carry this pain and go home. So I took the pain and I went home. I was in serious pain up till now. My right leg, I still get the chills. And when I got home, I was communicating. Do you know that I see what there was a reason why I said the time. 3 p.m. we got to that hospital. Before they could do X-ray for my late dad was by 12 p.m. that night. A 9 hours period. 9 hours. So if this man had internal bleeding, if this man had any complication, if this man had anything, he would have gone. 9 hours later. 9 good hours. In a federal hospital that is as big, the space just big for nothing. And my dad was a very strong man. He managed that condition. We managed him because he had a problem with it. He broke his 7th cervical or something. We had to move him from the next day because the security man was like, oh, more when I came there, I went to hospital the next day. The man was like, that he saw us. I was shouting for the man. Who is this man? I said, my papa. I said, if you like this, your papa. Excuse me, that take him out of this hospital. Take him out of here. And that's my mama say, Mama, see what this man, security man in the hospital. He tell me that if I like this, my papa, we can take a come up for you. I told my mom, we'll see you. See what man telling me. We'll say, we have to now take him, call family doctors. Let's see how we can to sign his document to clear him out. He's taking hours. Like the Nigerian system is programmed to unalive you. You just have to buy. Then we successfully took him out and we managed the condition for the next 2 years. And all that 2 years was in and out of hospitals across the country. I was seeing, so I firsthand visited hospitals in Nigeria. Hi. And then I know, say, we have a crisis in our country. See, I tell people, any day you wake up in Nigeria, because this is exactly my situation. We woke up in a very good morning, left the country hale and hearty, left our houses hale and hearty, no condition, no nothing. But we never came back home again. We never came back home the same way. Nigeria happened to us. If Nigeria happened to you as a Nigerian, you will not understand why many people, they hold God in Nigeria. Because you'll be at the mercy of God. If Nigeria, the system will show you why you should fight for your country to work. If you by mistake Nigeria happens to you, if you leave Nigeria, if you leave your house every day as a Nigerian and you come back, you know that is the greatest blessing you can ever have. Because if by error, by mistake, one drunken driver just drive one way or the other, because what happened to me is actually Dangote truck. That's why if you know me earlier on X, my name was Sirdam Dangote. Dangote truck. lead to my papa death. So I said, Dangote, you dey owe me. I don't ever see one-on-one. I'll tell him, sir. Now you people kill my papa. Reckless driving on the highway. But that's not why we're here. I also understand that the system itself is created to take your life. Nothing is working in the country. The only place you can be a human being, just show your humanity as a leader, is even if you want to steal, can you please just fix the healthcare system? Fix that. That is the only one I can say, please fix. If Tinubu had not done anything these past 3 years and said, I'm going to make sure that I pass on a vibrant healthcare system, our primary healthcare will be working, our secondary healthcare will be working, our main our general hospitals will be up to date, that we can take out surgeries and the rest. If only Tinubu had done just that, I'll campaign for Tinubu in 2027. If only Tinubu had just said, let me up, because this is the one that whether you're rich, whether you're poor, you are at the mercy of the healthcare system of the country that you find yourself in. A country where people are dying of snake bites, no oxygen. Come on. And we're budgeting trillions, you're borrowing trillions, no ambulances. Come on, my Nigerians, come on. That's why for me, when I see Peter Obi's quest towards the healthcare system, there's this special joy I get. See, God bless you, sir. You understand the assignment. You understand it. Because whether you're big or you're poor, you are at the mercy of the healthcare system you find yourself. You doubt me? Look at Anthony Joshua. When he needed Nigeria the most, the healthcare system failed him and failed his friends. Look at Chimamanda Adichie. These are A-class, world-class citizens. Anywhere Anthony Joshua finds himself, he's a first-class citizen in any part of the world. Anywhere Chimamanda finds herself, in any country in the world, she's a first-class citizen in any part of the world. But they came to Nigeria, and Nigeria happened to them. Nigeria. So when we talk about these things, people don't understand why many of us are doing what we're doing. Please, and they wake up for Nigeria. Pray, may Nigeria not happen to you. Welcome to the show, guys. Stay humble, please. You have the live in 5 minutes, and I'll come to you, my brother, my Mikey.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Go on, sir. Go on, shoot, please.
All right. So, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. And I really appreciate the very brilliant submissions that we've made this evening. I have been following Sirdam for a long time now. And, sometimes when we are doing something, we might think that, that we just have a small catchment area. But so many people are listening to us, and so many people are looking up to us. I've, followed Sirdam, and I really appreciate his consistency. I appreciate his fearlessness, and he stayed really, really emphatic on the very crux of the matter. I would just enjoy him to continue on the path that he's treading at the moment. So there are many things that I would want to say, really. There's a lot going on, but I'll just pick the most important ones. And then subsequently, because I aim to be here as frequently as possible. One is the electoral system. Because when I moved to this country, one of the first things I noticed was that their electoral system is quite manual. It's very manual. The UK electoral system is too much manual. And we have a very sophisticated electoral system. In Nigeria, we have IREV, we have BVAS, all sorts of hardware, software, what have you. And I think, sometimes when people are talking about electoral reform, it's good, really. We continue having these reforms. And why do we have these reforms? Because people have refused for votes to count. Any day, these criminal politicians want votes to count. You discover that all these things are just, waste of money. To be honest, we don't need all those BVAS, IREV. What we just need is for votes to count.
And, of course, the 2027 election that's, coming on, I don't think that election is just to go and cast votes and, go home or to follow them to the collation centers, etc. Yeah, I think it may require more than that. It may require the doggedness, insistence of Nigerians that, look, we want to have a country where the leaders are elected by the people. In the history of Nigeria, I can't really recall a time when Nigerians actually elected somebody. Forget this, setting where people go to the polling units and they give them ballot papers and you see 10 names on the ballot papers. How did they even appear there in the first place? Did you have a say? No, people even appeared on the ballot. So they could put 5 idiots on the ballot paper and you just select one. And maybe the one you voted for will emerge winner and you say, oh, that this is, democracy, you've elected this person. No. So you have to be involved across all the process of the election. And I have mentioned something a number of times across several platforms about the Nigerian diaspora actually galvanizing efforts, coming together, coalescing to actually have their own political party. Because you cannot continue to depend on political parties established by these criminal politicians. And you expect that the last time we saw what happened in NDC, people were complaining, say, look, what do you expect? What do you expect? This is their party. You don't have your own party. And that's why you cannot even influence the process. The parties are rotten. Parties we have in Nigeria. And it's high time, really, the diaspora, because there are things that people in the diaspora see. There are things that they understand that people at home maybe can never understand. Because a young man growing up in Nigeria, for example, there's no way you convince him that there can be 24 hours electricity supply. He can't believe it. So it's not possible. And that's why when Peter Lee said, that he can provide 10,000 megawatts, in 4 years, people are dancing saying, how? What are you saying? How what? Small countries like Benin, Togo, and the rest of them, they produce far more than that. If he had told us like 150,000 megawatts, I would ask him how. But 10,000 is the starting point. I can provide Nigerians with 20,000 megawatts myself if I were the president of Nigeria within 3 years. 10,000 megawatts is nothing. And you see journalists, even your popular journalists, just wasting everybody's time asking how 10,000 megawatts. Come on. We can do better. So look, subsequently, I know I don't have time really, but there's a lot to say about a lot of issues, the oil sector, this whole subsidy nonsense. For a country like Nigeria that produces crude oil in large quantity, if you're speaking to a 10-year-old boy and you tell him your country, produces more than 2 million barrels of crude oil a day, he will think that we should refine the crude oil and have petrol for ourselves, not just petrol, the more than 30 byproducts that will grow our industries, etc. It will be difficult for him, to fathom that we don't even have refinery. Can government operate refinery? The answer is yes. Can private people also operate refinery? The answer is yes. Is it difficult to have refineries? The answer is no. But we produce crude oil. We are one of the largest producers of crude oil. And we export the crude oil. And we buy petrol far more than the cost of the crude oil. Look, this, like I said, that if they explain Nigeria to you and you understand it, that means they did not explain it well. And this is a typical example of explaining Nigeria, that we produce this thing and Nigerians don't even have access to it. And then some people are going, some corrupt elements are going to import this petrol and government is paying them money. This doesn't make sense. So in the first place, there should actually be no subsidy. When Peter Obi says he will remove subsidy, in the first place, there should actually be no subsidy because you produce this thing, you should refine this thing, and you should provide this thing to your citizens at very, very low price. They actually should.
It's not difficult.
It's the criminality, that produced the subsidy itself. The whole thing is just some kind of messy criminal venture. Let me stop here.
Thank you very much. Stay humble. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Honestly speaking, because I see the way Nigerian politicians they have really abused us. They have really abused. Thank you so much, TDI, a new member on YouTube. Thank you so much for the subscription over there. Thank you so much. But the way Nigerian politicians abuse Nigerians is insane. Because sometimes I start asking myself whether we are all mad in Nigeria. They don't mess our brains up that what is normal is abnormal. What is abnormal is normal. Subsidy actually is an abnormality. Subsidy payment in Nigeria. Why should a country that is one of the largest producers of oil in 2026 drill their crude oil, export it to other countries that mine it, collect all the residuals of the oil, then export for us back the petrol without buying the petrol back, our own crude oil. How Nigerians understood this, made peace with it, agree that it's our normality. Honestly speaking, we are. I don't want to say whether we are cursed. I don't want to say whether we are. I don't know the right adjective to qualify it. That we agreed and allowed subsidy to even. How did Dangote, one man? Nigerians, Nigerians. I don't know whether my brain is to do. I don't know whether only my brain is to do. I don't know whether my brain. How did Dangote, one man, build refinery and it's functioning? One man. Federal government don't be build up. Is Dangote richer than federal government? See what we have allowed in our country. Is Dangote richer than federal government? Is Dangote richer than federal government? We have 4 refineries, 3. Warri, Port Harcourt, and Kaduna refinery. Kaduna should never even have a refinery in the first place because there's no oil there. But because of the Nigerian, we have too much money. They say build go on. And let me please, guys, you know that we many of us we don't read history. Go on actually built those refineries in the space of 5 years. Warri, Kaduna, simultaneously they build refineries when we did not have the money that we have today. That time. Then
remind everyone, how old was Gowon?
How old? Gowon was in his 20s. Gowon was in his 20s now. Gowon at 20-something years, 29 years or so, he became president. In his 30s, they now rule that country. In his 30s. Today, 30-year-old boy from Nigeria, they do TikTok and twerking. They do this thing. The same people. Oh, yeah. Honestly speaking, our generation, we have. I will never understand how a country with oil cannot produce its oil and serve its people. I will never understand it. Mikey, please, you can come in, Abe. Come in, please.
If they explain Nigeria to you and you understand.
Nah.
People say that thing. I thought it was a joke, but man, I myself can't understand it. It is crazy, right? Did you know? Someone spoke about no fun today, and I'm going to educate us further on that, just to throw more light into it. Have we ever wondered that good policies in Nigeria always have selected beneficiaries according to APC? Let me give you a typical example. Nail fund. loans, housing and mortgage loans, policies and all that. Have you noticed that those policies, according to ABC, they said, oh, it was good policy. Every good policy that Nigeria has announced that they said is in the interest of the people, the removal of fuel subsidy, they said it was good for the country. They said exchange rate was good for the country, right? Have you noticed that those policies is only few people that benefit from it? Every policy that APC has termed as good, there is only selective policy. How many of you, they've been shouting F1. How many of you have people, at least can point to 2-3 people that have benefited from F1? Now, let me now juxtapose that on the other hand. If they say Nigeria is hard, people are poor, people are suffering, everybody here knows 1 or 2, 3 people that are suffering. You don't need to take a poll. You don't need to go to this gate to go and ask people. So you notice that poverty, hardship is a general thing in Nigeria. But when it comes to the good things that APC is doing, you literally need to be doing challenge for you to see people that will say they benefited from it. But you don't need challenge for poverty. You don't need challenge for people who have moved from middle class to poor class. You don't need challenge for people who have gone from poverty to multidimensional poverty. Any nation that spends money propagating and having to explain what they are doing that people are benefiting from, just know that government is a bad government. Because when you are doing something that people are benefiting from, you don't need to explain it. People will literally feel it. You will be saying it. I was saying I'm here, I'm a testimony. I went to a government school. I benefited from free books. There was no announcement. Nobody went on TV or needed to sit down with a journalist to be explaining that we have done this. If you have to be explaining the things that you have done that is good for the people, it means that you did. It doesn't exist. Because if it exists, people will feel it. If the cost of food, they will tell you, oh, the cost of food has dropped. You don't need to go and explain to the people. If the cost of food price has dropped in the market, people will feel it. When it went up, did you explain to people that it went up? Everybody was shouting that the cost of food has gone up. So we need to let people know and not be deceived. And that's why for me, Sirdam, I am more particular about the power of information, because I know that we live in the information age. Most of all the media houses in Nigeria are funded heavily, and they are the instrumentality that the government is using, APC government is using, to hypnotize and keep people in subservience. And that is why in our own little way, we must have a counter. You see, this platform is a free media. This is free independent media. Anything that is discussed here will be fact-checked. Nobody can come here and sell number to anybody. You cannot do that in Arise or channels and all that, because those guys, NGO somewhere and government people are the one funding them. If APC go to that place and go and advertise their lamba, Arise will play it. But APC cannot come here and come and propagate lamba here. We don't accept that. And that's why we have to just buy into this new type of information dissemination, by contributing the little we can to make this platform all over the place. That's not because it's going to make any of us rich. It's just because this is the little we can do to have an independent media and continue to, like this here, push it. Somebody talked about, today, Sirdam, I already said it about the whole PFIC investigation. If you watch it today, you will feel sorry for this country. Like, people actually wasted our time. They said they are doing inquiry. That inquiry look like they are coming to come and do a narration. The person who is asking questions is the one answering it on behalf of the person they are questioning. And I'm like, so the problem of Nigeria is not lack of resources. One of the biggest statements that Peter Obi has made, and for the idiots who are asking how are you going to do this, and how are you going to do this, it is the criminal. Once you remove the criminality and the corruption in the government, sir, Peter Obi literally said, if I remove that, I can build at least 12 cancer research centers in Nigeria with the money this current government using buying private jets. So, how exactly are you still asking? What do you want me to tell you? He did the maths. He told you this money we're spending in this, I will not put my money there. I would rather put it in this place. So it is on us to make sure that let's not let these people tell us that we are all stupid. Let them not make us look like we are all crazy. We are all idiots. Peter Obi is a different breed of politician. If Peter Obi becomes the president of Nigeria, it is a fact that the entire system of Nigerian politics will change. Let me tell you, not because Peter Obi has a magic wand, but because for the first time, the people decided the kind of politics they want and the kind of politician they want. What then happens after that is that anybody that wants to come into politics, who is in his 15 years old, 16, 17, 18, they will understand that character matters. They will understand that you need to be clean, you need to do things right, you need to have a good public record. Because they know that now, if you don't have a good public record, people will not put you in power. You will not attain. Let me tell you, in the country I am in, there are certain jobs, I'm not talking about politics, there are certain jobs you will never even get. Because they're going to do a thorough background check on you. And if you have any form of conviction or any form of criminal anything, that's it, you're out. You're out. But you see, in our country, you need a lot of criminal record. You need to have been a crook for you to even qualify. That is what they have redefined Nigerian politics to become. And we have to now redefine that and say, no, it is not going to be like that. And so this is a battle of ideology. It is a battle of what is and what should be. Who is going to determine what should be is me and you. We all have a part to play. Not because of what we stand to benefit. Peter Obi does not have anything to lose. So people should stop expecting Peter Obi to do this and do that. No, you're not doing anything for Peter Obi. You're not doing anything. I am voting myself. I am voting myself through Peter Obi. I am running for the office of the presidency through Peter Obi. That's the mindset. So if you allow people to gaslight you and all that, and you don't play your part and you give up, trust me, that is exactly what they want you to do. So you have to refuse to give up. And it's about who wants it more. Is it APC and their groups, or we, the well-meaning Nigerians, the people suffering it the most, to say enough is enough. We have suffered enough. Nigeria deserves better. Nigerians deserve better, and we can do better. And whatever it takes, we're going to give in this 2020 election to make sure that the will of the people is what matters. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, let's move the mic real quick, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for all of you already contributing with the likes and everything. Please do not stop. Let's see how far we can go tonight. Kappa Diesel.
Yeah, just say Kappa.
Oh, Kappa, welcome to live. You have 5 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thanks. This is my first time here. So is it?
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I think I need to know if this is just a platform for the pro-Obi supporters, because I'm not an Obi supporter.
It's a platform for every Nigerian. No, whatever you feel, if you're pro Buhari, pro Tinubu, pro Sowore, pro whatever you are, the platform is an open platform for everybody. As long as you come out here and speak truth and not lie or propaganda, you're free to go.
All right, cool. Well, thanks. Yeah, so I guess the thing that should be divulged is the fact that I'm a supporter of the current administration, and so that was sort of picked carefully. Supporter of the current administration, so not just one person, in Aso Rock, the entire political dispensation. So I guess I will start from where the last speaker stopped, right? So again, I feel like there is this thing about us Nigerians, and I think that thing is the fact we believe that we should only think of the country, or should I say the people, the citizenry, as a monolithic thing, right? In other words, everybody should have similar ways and lenses of appraising, the climate, the political climate, or even the economic issues, or even perhaps the solutions to the issues. And that is why you have people saying things like, those who support X are the enemies of Nigeria, and those of us who support Y, we are the actual ones who mean well for Nigeria. And I think it's a reflection of not just our nascent democracy, and also our nascent political consciousness, because a lot of people are just coming into it. I think it's also a bit of there's a tincture of ignorance there about what constitutes a democratic system. You're never going to have a case where, because you support Mr. Y, therefore you somehow constitute a moral project, and whatever your political views or decisions are, they represent the overarching or broader interest of the Nigerian public. You are just a minute aspect of that public, right? The beauty of democracy is that there's a multiplicity of choices. And of course, the constitutional privileges and rights have ensured that we can actually all look at issues and solutions from different perspectives. That is what actually enriches your democracy, right? And I think it's a good way to start my submission, because I've always felt like it's ridiculous when people think, because you support this or I support that, then we should be enemies, and then we should look at our decisions or choices as as the only moral things that would somehow validate the existence and prosperity of Nigeria. And again, a lot of not even a lot, all our political parties have no ideologies. The politicians we all support, they don't have ideologies. So you can't even say that your position is a superior position. And I cannot also say that. The reason is that there are no well-articulated ideological frameworks that can inform what X or Y will do, and in fact, give you the confidence that yes, they will deliver on those things, right? So for instance, if you had well-defined ideologies, so say maybe, I don't want to use Western ideologies, but let's just say an ideology that talks about, I'm a pro-market or pro-capitalist person, and the other, the other group, they are more pro-socialist or whatever. Then we already know what the possible outcomes could be, looking at their various policies. We understand the principles that might inform those policies, right? We know what they could end up, where they could end up. So it would then be okay if you become a bit attached and ideologically about those things. Like, okay, I'm supporting Mr. X because I've seen his ideology, I understand where it's going, the kind of policies that this person will create, and of course the outcomes that would actually emanate from those things. So at the end of the day, sorry,
Mr. Kappa, right? I gave you 5 minutes, and you've spent your 5 minutes. No, your time is done. You would have seen your time running on you. I put your time on you yourself. Yeah, no, I'm still gonna. No, please don't go. I'm good. I will want to extend the grace, because on my platform I don't want to act like I don't give other people. I give other people extra grace. But the truth of the matter is that I'm trying to understand where you're coming, where you've not landed anywhere. You've not landed any point. What you're saying right now, everybody understands it. So I'm trying to understand whether you're trying to sell your candidate, what your candidate. I don't even know who you support actually, right? So the preambles or all the nuances you're pointing out right now are things we all know. So I have to allow you to let me see if in the 5 minutes you can drop on why you're doing what you're doing, why you're saying what you're saying. Please.
So my submission is more of so I don't sell candidates, and I think that's why I started from where I started. I don't think that is how we should think about whatever solution we want to prefer. Your elections are not about you just picking out candidates and supporting them religiously. It's about you looking at the broader system and understanding that for us to change Nigeria, it requires a collective approach. This whole obsession with who becomes the president, for me, is a ridiculous thing.
Collective approach. When you say collective approach, what do you mean by collective approach, please?
Yeah, so in other words, there is also leadership and citizenship. They have to go hand in hand. But what I hear a lot is so people tend to focus so much on, oh, we have bad leaders. And in fact, they only talk about the presidency. When you operate in a tiered democracy where at different levels, you have different leaders literally making policies and reforms that affect your life. So if you are not actually also holding the local government chairman or the senator or the House of Rep, that is, again, taking money to represent your constituency, accountable, then what? You're not doing anything. This whole thing about selling candidates. Is that Mr. Obi or is that
Mr. Kappa,
electoral messianism.
Mr. Kappa, with all due respect, you are a Tinubu supporter, which is not bad to openly.
I did mention that I'm a supporter of the current administration, and if you want me to go in depth into that, I'll tell you.
Exactly, that's what I was expecting you for 5 minutes to have done.
I said that the first time.
I said I was expecting for the 5 minutes. You spent your 5 minutes telling us why we should not follow, why we should allow people. Why? I'm coming, please. I'm coming. I'm gonna cede you time because honestly speaking, you're not. You come across like someone that know what you're saying. So I'm gonna want to engage you. I'm not gonna want to have a conversation with people that just come and throw banter or throw insults, right? I want to have this conversation. Let Nigerians hear you and let them just hear this conversation very well. That's why I want us to have this conversation, right? So you're a Tinubu supporter. There's no point hiding it. So I can understand. So that I can understand you trying to throw down Nigerians, we should hold local government chairmen, we should hold governors accountable and the rest. I want to ask you a question. What is the job of the EFCC and the ICPC?
To fight financial related corruption or systemic corruption as directed by the Act and others that created them.
And who controls those two agencies?
The executive.
Who is in charge of the executive?
The presidency.
Tell me one high-profile somebody in this whole government that the EFCC or the ICPC have gone after and have prosecuted under Bola Tinubu in the past 3 years.
Well, so that is in itself a bit of so it's a misunderstanding of how the system works in a complementary way. So you talked about prosecution. Do you understand? I don't know if you know a lawyer friend or whatever. Do you know how tedious and not tedious? That's not the word. How hard or difficult it is? No, not hard. Like it's not an easy process to prosecute. The prosecutorial process is not something that let's take Mr. Lagbaja from his bedroom because we believe he has actually stolen money. And then we lock him up, and then we just throw him in jail.
But you're telling Nigerians that's exactly what you're telling Nigerians to do. You said that we should hold them accountable. How do we hold them accountable?
Hold who accountable?
Local government. You said that we're all focused on that. I'm paraphrasing what you said. You said that we're all focused on the. I'm coming. You said we're all focused on the presidency.
So your question is actually not relevant.
It is relevant because there are institutions. No, let me. Please, Kappa, I don't want to talk about ourselves, please. I allow you speak, so you allow me speak also. You have to listen. Please, you have to listen also, right? I spoke about when you said Nigerians are always holding responsible only the presidency. Like we're all focused on the presidency and we don't look at the governors, we don't look at the house of the what they call them, the local government chairman, as you people always do, focus on local government chairman. And I ask you, what's the job of these institutions when it comes to this responsibility that you want to put upon me, the common man?
So that's the point. So if you are talking about dealing with corruption, you don't deal with corruption by obsessing over agencies that are meant to ensure punitive measures. You deal with corruption by actually looking at the institutional causes of it.
Whose job? I'm coming. Wait, I can look at it anyhow. I'm coming as a Nigerian, right? As a Nigerian, I can look at it anyhow. Whose job is it to make sure these agencies work?
There's a civic duty that you have as a citizen.
Who is being paid? No. I can choose. No. As a citizen, and Kappa. As a citizen, I can choose to sleep every day of my life and not do anything. There are people that are paid for this job. Who are the people that are paid to do this job? That's what I'm asking you.
Okay, so you are saying that you as a citizen, you don't have any responsibility in terms of also contributing to.
I pay my taxes. Do I pay my taxes or I don't pay my taxes?
So is that the only obligation you have?
That is the only obligation I want to have.
Accountability means. So when you say you're holding your leaders
as a citizen,
what does it mean?
as a citizen, I can choose to be apolitical. I can choose not to care about what's happening, like many Nigerians do today.
And that's dangerous.
It is dangerous, but I want you to understand what is the role of government. What now is the role of government? That's what I want you. You're trying to bring in.
Yeah. So again, like I said, and it's actually an archaic way of looking at public governance. This idea that you as a citizen, you have no role to play in the history of modern democratic nations. Go and check. The ones that we all also talk about whenever we compare Nigeria to them, their history is replete with citizens also taking control and being responsible. And that is not even just within the realm of politics. It could even be within the realm of business or even other civic duties.
Please, please. I want you to tell me how. No, I'm coming. I want to ask.
Be the only ones that will resolve your problem.
Kappa, I want you to tell me how the citizens of Singapore changed Singapore, please.
So many ways.
Tell us, please.
So civic education, changing their civic behavior, understanding that
what led Singaporeans? Please, okay, answer my question. Go on, please.
Okay. So and interestingly, Lee is someone I've actually read about a lot. In fact, I'm obsessed with the guy. And he talked about how so many times it's not even just making the right policies or having the leaders in power, right? He also talked about how we could influence the behavior of the people to also care about Singapore. In fact, by doing what? What do you mean by doing what?
No, Mikey, please let him land.
So the citizens themselves became quite obsessed with development. So their response to whatever Mr. Lee Kuan Yew was doing was to also make sure that I become
my brother. Kappa, pause. You just shot yourself at the foot. Their response to what Lee Kuan Yew was doing, what is Tinubu doing is the question. You see this. Just hold it. You see when I go in circles with people in APC, right? We always land here. When you people try to no, please mute your mic. I will allow you speak. Please mute your mic, please. No. I gave you a reference point. Please. I would not love to mute you, right? But please just listen, please. I gave you a reference point because you said the citizens and you used the other nations, and I gave you a country you said you read about, which is Singapore, which Nigerians are a million times better than Singaporeans before Lee Kuan Yew came. Nigerians of today were a million times better than Singaporeans before Lee Kuan Yew emerged. We never talk politics. Singaporeans they were useless until a man came in and brought in policies, enacted rule of law. You dare not break it, no matter who you are, no matter where you stand, no matter how close you are to him. If you do the crime, you will pay the time. A man brought in policies. He didn't tell people to go start holding local government chairman people responsible. He didn't tell people to go start holding state governors responsible.
He did. Please, if you don't know about it,
He did. He enacted policies. No, please. No, please. He enacted policies that people saw, and he held. No, please, we have to mute you so that you don't interrupt me, please. He enacted policies. He held those people responsible before the people had to hold their leaders responsible. Don't come and rewrite history for us, please, because let me use one governor now. Let me find one governor. One very useless governor. My argument exactly is that Nigerians holding Tinubu responsible is the right action. If Tinubu has any sense, he has to enact policies. Please, sir, don't. Oh, please. If you're meeting again, I have to drop you. Please respect my life, please. Don't respect my life. I'm going to allow you to speak, but please don't so that you don't make me go haywire here, please. Let me say this one more time. The job of policies in governance lies squarely on the foot of the presidency. If Tinubu came in with a zero tolerance on corruption in his government and enacted it and followed it to the letter, automatically the governors will sit up. Those local government chairmen will sit up. And then me as a citizen, I will sit up. And I'll be able to hold those local government chairmen accountable or governors accountable, as the case may be, when I see or cite corruption in my society. But when the president is corrupt, his chief of staff is corrupt, everybody around him are corrupt, they are padding budgets, we are seeing corruption in daylight. You now tell me to go and hold local government chairman responsible, or a governor that all of them are now APC responsible. It is madness. So please, we're not dealing with kids here. We know how systems work. If Tinubu come in with a zero tolerance on corruption, by now Tinubu's chief of staff will be in jail, or probably will not have a job today. But he has it. In fact, Tinubu declared him free without even prosecution. He passed a vote of confidence on, before they could even probe him. He said, I passed a vote of confidence on Femi Gbajabiamila. For the fact alone that Femi Gbajabiamila has criminal cases in America, he should not even be sitting as the right-hand man to the presidency today. You don't see that as a problem. But you want Nigerians that are passing through the brunt of this government, passing through all the hardship, the fraud, the insecurity, and everything. After we don't suffer, go find our 2K for every day. Then I'll not come and do Tinubu's job of holding local government chairmen responsible, holding governors responsible. This gaslighting will not work. Nigerian presidency is the most powerful presidency. I can dare say top 3 presidencies in the world. The center is too powerful.
How am I going to speak though? Like you're just going on for that.
I will, please, sir. If you don't want to hear, you can drop, please. Right? I'm going to allow you to speak, but if you will hear me speak, I gave you 5 minutes, and all you did was ramble. You did not drop anything. You never dropped anything. You now came out to gaslight us that we should hold local government chairman responsible. We should not only hold Tinubu responsible. Our job is to hold the head responsible. If you pay Tinubu too much, he will not go and hold governors responsible. Because still, I don't give governors FAC. Every month, Tinubu gives governors FAC, federal allocation. Every month, Tinubu passes. He said that he has started giving a local government chairman and FAC. Then it is not me that will not go and start checking the money. That what sort of a father are you that you give your children money? Then you expect your grandchildren to hold your children responsible for how they spend the money. What sort of a father are you? Please, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to respond, and I'll move on to the next speaker, please.
So the way you even landed shows me you actually also don't understand how governance works. The idea that you can...
Please tell me how governance works, please.
Yeah, it's actually ignorant to say that, I should hold the local government accountable. I should have... That
is what you said here, and I'm quoting you. You said we should hold local government chairman accountable. No. I will interject you if you... I will interject you if you... No. I will interject you if you say what I did not say, please. You said we should hold local government chairman and governors responsible. I've not timed you, sir. I'm saying here that you will not rewrite or re-say what I did not say, please. You said, I'm quoting you. You said that we are all holding Tinubu responsible. That let us look at local government, and I am saying what you said. I'm quoting you. Are you not denying what you said on a recorded space?
Oh my God! Can I just say my piece, though?
You have 2 minutes, please respond. But please do not say what I did not say, please. Thank you.
Okay, so I have 2 minutes without interjection, right? Okay, cool. So first of all, it is asinine to actually say that when someone tells you that, hey, let's hold all our leaders accountable, including the governors and the local government chairmen and the senators and whatnot, and then you throw a fit over that. Like, you do understand that these are also people you elected to play a role in your democracy. So why is that an issue? And nobody has said that you shouldn't hold Tinubu accountable. By all means, hold him accountable. In fact, that helps the democracy itself. But the point is that even if he makes the policies, you still have governors who have funds to work with. And the question is, what are they doing with those funds? Now, if a governor is somehow sponsoring people to go to a pilgrimage or sponsoring mass wedding, do you think if that state remains underdeveloped, you as a Nigerian entity, you're going to develop? Or you think that if the local government chairman keeps using the money to go to sponsor girlfriends to go to Dubai, somehow that will magically still transform the other parts of your country? It's a system. The system is constituted of parts. So you have to have a systemic approach to solving your problem. That is the whole premise of my entire argument. It has nothing to do with, let's single out one person. This is my point. It's foolish to think that one person, a messiah, is going to make policies and resolve all your issues. If you don't know about how Singapore was transformed, go and check. It was not even, Lee Kuan Yew was the figurehead, absolutely. But even the citizens themselves created initiatives. I can tell you about that if you give me the time. The citizens themselves created a lot of initiatives to ensure that they develop and transform their society. So we can argue that, yes, leaders must provide incentives for behavioral change. But the citizens themselves have a duty to oppose those changes with their behaviors. If you go to anywhere in Nigeria today, in any realm or sector, whether it's business, private or public, are you telling me that the leadership you're going to find there is exemplary? And you don't understand that.
All right. Your 2 minutes up. Mr. Kappa, your 2 minutes is up, right? I just want to ask you a question, please. No, please, Mr. Jones, please allow him, please. Nobody should insult him, please. Let's have this conversation, please. Please, no insult here, please. No insult, please. Please, I don't want nobody to insult. Please, Mr. Joseph, do not unmute your mic if I'm not going to unmute your mic, please. I don't want this to be rowdy space, please. People are listening from other parts of the world, please. Thank you, Mr. Kappa. Are you aware that for over 15 months, Bola Ahmed Tinubu have seized the local government fund for Osun State?
So what's the essence of the question?
I just asked you a question. Are you aware of that?
So what is the need for that?
Just answer. You are aware of that. You are aware of that. So Tinubu seized. So Tinubu has the power as the president, despite the Supreme Court saying it is illegal. That act is an illegal act. Despite him actually as when he was the governor in Lagos State, complaining that Obasanjo did the same thing to him, he has come in as president and he has seized the funds of the local government of a state. I'm trying to show you how powerful, because you're trying to make me feel like, and I'm not saying what you're saying is actually wrong, but please, I'm not even saying what you're saying is actually in some parts, right? Of you trying to say we should hold all of them accountable. And I'm telling you that no, that my argument here is simple. And I do not have that energy. We as a people do not, it is a waste of energy telling me to go and hold local government and state governors accountable. When there's actually a dictator up that has proven in the bad way that he can actually enact and do things to even affect the local government that I'm also complaining of. I want you to understand this right now. Tinubu suspended a sitting governor for 6 months. So you see that when I'm giving you references of why Tinubu can actually do this thing you want me to do, I'm showing you the bad side of Tinubu doing it badly. So if he wants to do it in a good way, he can do it also. If he has power to actually take out a governor in Rivers State because he's a person that helped him rig Rivers State, is having problem with that guy. And if he can actually go and in his own state, Osun State, he can actually seize the funds for the local government for over 15 months. Tinubu can actually do anything and have his way in Nigeria if he has a positive mind. That's what I just want you to understand.
So how does that negate the point I made?
Maybe you're listening. You don't listen to you just probably. If you heard what I said earlier on, if you heard what I said, that, please, Kappa, please, my brother, listen to understand, not listen to argue, please. I beg you, listen to understand, not to argue, please. Right? I started my point. I said that. Please, I don't want to be dropping. I will drop you, sir. If you're I will drop you, please. You're not the only one on this life, please. Please, I'm giving you more time than I've given anybody in my life. Please, you have to respect this life. Please. I started my point by saying that I did not say you did not make sense. So I started that very well by saying that what you're saying is not actually wrong, but it is actually a waste of energy and time to me. Simple English. Because it is a this is how people divert the energy of Nigerians by telling them, yes, hold local government. And I say, yes, I agree that in an ideal situation, Nigeria should be holding all these systems of government accountable, ideally. But we are not running an ideal system of governance in our country. We're running a very powerful system that is all centered, that the center can do the work you want me to do. It's what I'm saying. If you don't understand what I'm saying here, then you just chose to just be oblivious of the fact that Tinubu cannot do what I'm saying right now. If Tinubu said that there's a zero, that all the money that I've given you local government people, bring accounts to it. Account for the money I've given for the past 3 years. You said they will not do it. Please, we're not talking to kids here. Let's move the mic, please. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you. Who's going to go next? I think just Honors, please. Welcome. 5 minutes, please.
Sorry, before the next speaker speaks, we are almost at 200. We're doing great, guys. You're all doing great. Let's just keep tapping, tap. Let's, each and every one of us in this room, if we do 500 likes right now, 500 likes from every one of us, we'll hit our target. Let's just go, please. That's the least you can do, okay? Just tap the likes. Let's push the likes up. Okay, sorry.
Tinubu suspend governor. Tinubu withhold salary for local government chairman. Then when it comes to the one way Tinubu supposed to go benefit me and you people, make an account with do it for him. For the bad side, he can do it.
Sorry, Sirdam.
Come on, man, Nigerians. Some people should find a better way to gaslight Nigerians, please.
Is it the Tinubu does not have Tinubu is the chief of the chief of the army, is the commander in chief, right? Is it also the job of the citizen to secure the country?
It's our job. During Jonathan, kidnapping happened under Chibok girls happened under the current vice president of Nigeria, Shetima. Kidnapping happened under him. Then blame Jonathan. Kidnapping happened for Oyo State. Then blame Shey Makinde. The cherry picking and the gaslighting and the hypocrisy of this APC supporters is something else I don't understand. We're not all foolish, please.
Yeah,
People should stop it.
The thing is, if we continue to argue with that guy, we will not end this thing because he has made up his mind on what he wants to hear.
Guys, you have the capacity to argue with me. What are you talking about? Who is this guy?
No. Please, not on my life, please. Please, on my life, please allow other people to speak. When you were speaking, nobody interjected you, please. Allow them to speak, please.
I will say something.
And I say, yeah, please, no insults, please.
I have never insulted him in this life. I don't know where he's speaking insult from, but let me say what I want to say. Nigeria, majority of our problems, I think, is coming from the National Assembly. Yes, we can blame Tinubu, blaming everywhere, here and there, but when the National Assembly is not doing what they are supposed to do, nothing will work. Now, we are hearing about budget padding and everything. This budget that was padded got to the National Assembly and was passed. Now, the federal government said this agency was not part of us. We don't have this agency in Nigeria. But that agency was added in our budget. It got to the National Assembly. They passed it back to the federal government. And they didn't know. Neither did they make an investigation whether an agency of such was part of the government until there was a whistleblowing. And all of a sudden, in fact, Nigeria, if they tell you about Nigeria and you understand, you just get crazy. Like, you just get crazy. Somebody comes here and tell me I should not hold the president responsible. Now, I am from Delta State. We had the governor in the person of Okowa, who the EFCC said stole 1.3 trillion naira from Delta State. And it was under investigation by EFCC. But today, that same Okowa is going to be a senator from Delta State to our National Assembly. Am I supposed to fight Okowa or make sure Okowa is accounted for? Is it not the job of EFCC?
Okay.
To make sure that this guy is investigated and persecuted for stealing 1.3 trillion naira. Somebody is telling me to come and hold them responsible. I should hold my governor responsible. Yes. What is the job of EFCC? What is the job of ICPC or what they call them? Those are their jobs. I can't do their job for them. To be frank, I don't know how Igbo supporters support him, but yeah, just like you said, Saddam, if a man comes into presidency, when Buhari came in initially, they said he brought this integrity thing and his body language was making everywhere shake. If you have a president, and that will come and do the right thing, every other body will follow suit. That is just what I want to say. If we have a president that will come in there and do the right thing, every other body, down to the local government, will follow suit. No, you will not see corruption.
Facts.
If the president is not corrupt. You will not see corruption if the president is not corrupt. The president is corrupt, that's why we're having it down to the local government today. There's nothing anybody wants to say about it, and that is just the truth. Except we want to sugarcoat it. That is just the truth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, they try to make you feel like, the presidency is too powerful. It's too powerful. If you're a corrupt president in Nigeria, you open the door for corruption to it now become a normal thing like Tinubu. Everything about Tinubu. Look at the subsidy we're talking about today. Tinubu deceived Nigeria for the past 3 years. That were paying subsidy. For the past 3 years, Tinubu have been paying subsidy to himself. For 3 good years, Nigerians have been paying the brunt. Deceived Nigerians, brazen corruption. Then you now want his chief of staff not to be corrupt, or his ministers not to be corrupt, or the House of Rep not to be corrupt, or the governors. Look at Okowa right now. Tinubu made Okowa that EFCC said that looted Delta into trillions. Tinubu made Okowa head of South something campaign for renewed hope. Then me should not come and hold Okowa responsible. We are not foolish in Nigeria. We understand. We know the truth.
So why can't you hold Okowa responsible?
Am I EFCC?
Oh my God.
All the lights I've held for Okowa, were you there? Do you know how many? Do you know? Okay, no. Let me educate you. I have held Okowa responsible. I will educate you. You must learn. You must learn one way or another. You must learn. I have held lives on Okowa. I have spoken on Okowa. We have written articles on Okowa. We have held shows on Okowa. Are we EFCC that we arrest Okowa? The way people think in APC, honestly speaking, I really do not understand. I really do not understand. How can a common citizen like me hold Okowa responsible beyond bringing it to the limelight that Okowa is a thief? And that Tinubu is now Tinubu's best friend in the South South is that Okowa. In your very before, they are saying that and how do people think in APC, for Christ's sake? A man came out and alleged that the chief of staff to the president, came out and somebody said that there is an agency that there is a budget in Tinubu signed this budget with a fake agency's budgeted money, billions in it. We have shouted about that man. What happened? They have arrested that man. They did not arrest the chief of staff. They arrested the man. What other accountable? How dare you expect normal citizens to hold them accountable? How else can we hold them accountable, for Christ's sake? How? That what we have done here. What do you want us to do, sir? Come and tell Nigerians how Nigerians should hold Okowa accountable. How that we should stone him or what? You people that support APC, shall I got to help all of now. When people finish the gaslighting, we'll come back home. Queen K, please come into the conversation, please.
Thank you very much, Sirdam. I greet everybody. It's good to be here. I've been listening to the last because the thing with APC supporters, I don't understand. Like it's almost as if every time, the more you talk to them, every time I talk to them, it's like you're losing brain cells. I don't understand how they reason. Like you will start wondering how a person is reasoning this way. Like, what is so obvious? They will be asking you, what has been done? You've heard it, you've seen it, and you still keep questioning. Oh, Tinubu, you keep talking about the benefits that the government have given to people that we cannot see. Anything that you have to start explaining, that we have to start Googling to look for it, you cannot find one person, you don't know anybody that this government has actually impacted in their lives positively, other than the people that he's using and he's giving and he's paying off, like the lives of those that are going around supporting him. Because I don't believe it's either two things. It's either anybody supporting this current administration does not know what they are doing, or they've collected money. Because it's not normal, it's not possible. I was in the live and this elderly man, this is somebody in his 70s, and he was talking about how during the last administration, he moved his family, his entire family, to Cotonou because of insecurity, because of fear of their lives. And they are living in Cotonou currently. And then in Cotonou there, Tinubu did not give him a dime. He's just an elderly man. Because of the things they've had and the propaganda and everything, and the fact that he's from their place, he started campaigning for him, did 4,000 march, and out of love, and he was like, his children were warning him that this man has nothing to offer. He was like, they don't know anything, that they are still hits. He brought this same mentality and this mindset. You don't know politics, you guys are still kids. And then he did 4,000 march to protect Tinubu, and now he's so disappointed. He said for over 6 months now he has been campaigning for Peter Obi. That his children told him that, you see, we told you. He has been campaigning for Peter Obi, going around calling people back home and telling them to make sure they vote the right person. Because the truth is, these people that are doing these things, these paid supporters and the rest, they don't actually realize that any mistake that we make Tinubu stay there for another 2-3 years, like Nigerians will become refugees. The population, the reason why it looks as if US and so many other countries are trying to get involved in Nigerian politics now is because they see that the masses are waking up, the citizens are waking up. And this next election is either going to make or mar Nigeria. And the world does not have enough space to receive Nigerians. Our population is too much. So whatever they are doing right now, they said that they think, they don't say anything will happen for that country like this. Say all the countries around no go enter us. That's the truth. Nigerians, if they don't take time and they continue with this foolishness, Nigerians will become refugees. Because where do you actually want to send your relatives, families, friends, your entire village? Where they won't go? Where do you want to relocate them to? Where do you want to relocate them to? They are still here speaking, like coming out to tell lies, things that are so obvious that we can see. You cannot tell the blind man to see what he cannot see. These people are so blind. There's nothing you can say. And another one that I don't know, let me just pinpoint this. Every time they always argue about Tinubu and what he has done in Lagos and how he has built Lagos since 1999. And I'm asking, so you mean since 1999, every other governor that has come after Tinubu, they are so insignificant? Like, you've taken them out totally, that their era, their tenure, 8 years and 4 years of their tenure makes absolutely no sense. If you bring Tinubu's regime and Fashola's regime and you compare them side by side, you will see clearly that Fashola was the one that actually worked. And oh my goodness, when these people open their mouths, it's just like shit coming out of the wrong hole. This person was saying, oh, that Tinubu trained, who trained Fashola? Yes, that Fashola will who trained. I'm like, how can Tinubu train Fashola? You're talking about a governor, you're saying that he trained him. Even if you brought him in and the rest, we know the rest of the story. And you want to credit every other governor, every living human being, every of his work, every of their work to a corrupt man. A man that his cabinet, every close associate, everybody that he wants to work with is somebody with criminal background. You can tell clearly that this man is just looking for the bad gangs. Like they say, bad people, they always like to have their fellow bad people.
Queen K, if you could just wrap in a minute, please.
So that everything will be going easy for them. Because if they bring one good person, they're just like an office where there's a lot of corruption going on. Once a good person comes in, they try to see how they can get rid of that person, make them sack the person, because the person will come spoil show for them. That is exactly how it is for APC, because they don't want any good person around them. That is how to tell you that this country has been hijacked by criminals, by the toughest of them all. Look at the people all around him. These are the people. You just have to just compare it with any establishment where you have a lot of corrupt people. They're not going to want to make any good person survive there. They will find a way to frustrate the person, to get the person out of there, because that person will expose them. And that is exactly why Tinubu, every time he goes, when he went out, he's been bringing people into Lagos, because he's been doing everything to cover his tracks. If somebody else enters that Lagos, now that time when I go see what when I never see it, that is when we'll hear things that will shock us about that Lagos and Tinubu. Because right now, it's still about all these people and the people that he has leverage over, whatever he has on them.
Queen K, can you hear me?
Can any of them speak? Despite the fact that
Queen K, can you hear me, please?
All their job. None of them have said anything.
Queen K, can you hear me?
Yes.
Please,
Yes,
please, in a minute, please.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I said we could wrap up in a minute, please.
Okay. Yes, so that's the reason, like, every other person who has come after him in Lagos State, they can't even speak out, because that man operates like a criminal. He holds people to ransom. He ties them down. That's exactly how he's trying to cage Nigerians. People that have walked after him, that have governed after him, cannot speak for themselves. He has taken credit for all of them, and they can still not do anything up till now. So we need somebody to get this man out of. We need this man to get out of office, and we're driving him out of office. Even that Lagos State will be taken over. His entire cabinet, his entire crew, every one of them will be flushed out to the last. And that is when we will see the real corruption. Everything will be exposed to daylight by Peter Obi. And Peter Obi is going to prove them to the last of it. And Nigerians will be rightly behind him. And all of them and all the evil, even the Eastern leaders, politicians that are supporting him, they are all afraid of what will happen to them. And that fear is going to come to actualization. And it's just a matter of time. We can't actually wait. Like, I'm so looking forward to it. Like, it shocked me for body. Like, it just remains small. We're ready for them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you very much. All right, let's move the mic real quick. Aviator, can you hear me, please? Aviator, can you hear me?
Hey, bro, I can hear you back. Can you give me 1 minute?
All right, let me pass the mic. All right, well, just Inoma, can you hear me?
Yes, my brother, I can hear you.
All right, now please just have 5 minutes. Please be very conscious of the time, please. Because I just have to say this. Many of us, when I said I put the timer on you so you can check your screen. You see the time is running on your screen so that we can have other people speak real quick. Thank you so much. I have like 5 minutes, please. Go on.
All right, I will not take much of your time. So, because many people have talked, we have been talking. Just that your platform is like I'm so addicted to your platform. Even though I'm closing for work, I'm already rushing down. So even though I'm at work in Canada here, I'm already checking when have you started. It's like I don't know. But only my concern here now is I spoke last time about 3 days ago how I feel for UNN, how we enjoy PTF and all of them. I remember, let me take it down a bit just to rush it up. Before I left Nigeria, I was a divisional head. My last company I worked is all the company after banking. I moved down to multinational. So I was promoted to divisional head, from regional head to divisional head, to go and manage South, and Southeast. Why? Because I was on a course. The company sent me to Istanbul in Turkey. I came back is to detect where they're having issues in a company. So when I was moved to South and to manage South and Southeast, I resided in Asaba then. Immediately I discovered the problem. Then I called the GM of the company, who is an Indonesian man. So they asked me to, they sent a ticket flight. I flew from Asaba to Lagos. And 2 of us and a lot of top management, I gave them analysis on my findings. Then they asked me a question, what do you think is the solution? I gave them my solution. I restored the dignity of that company in that region, facing a competition and competitive other companies that are facing them in the same industry. I solved the problem, I detected. So I don't need to start shouting. I don't need to start talking about it because I know the problem. I am the head of that region. So I should come and tell them, let them hold my regional head, let them hold my area head, let them hold my representative. Am I normal? Why are they paying me almost every month, almost 3M? It doesn't make any sense to me. I discover corruption, I discover third party, I discover a lot of things. I discover Morocco employment, I discover a lot of incompetency, I discover many things that if you are not from some certain villages in Southeast, then you cannot come in there. If you are not from some certain area in Port Harcourt, they cannot employ you. If you are, a lot of things, I summarize it and I have to meet all the top distributors of that company. I find out the problem, I solve the problem. Within 3 months, everything pick up. So I should go and tell them to go and hold my driver or company third-party driver. Sometimes I don't think, well, as about the second or the last speaker said, all these guys are coming over. If you see many of them, they are not in Nigeria. And they have their end of the month. They pay them. Because I cannot stand now when you are criticizing why I'm having my daily pay and I'm having good time. It's not, I will tell you anything you want to hear. I have been to many board meetings. I have traveled, seen many things. So we will speak the grammar to confuse the floor, and both all of you will start fighting yourself. Then I have my way, I'll be laughing. This is when you talk here now. People are at the background. Some were telling him, they will call him kudos, you have done your part, expect your money. So nothing good can come out from all those guys. And the one part of it, there are few people in Nigeria. Very, very few. So Saddam, what you are doing, I really appreciate it. It's getting bad and people are already at the peak of everything. Look at how they kill, they buy somebody in Abuja, a top military officer, in Abuja in his house. And nobody talk about it. You can't hear it in any Nigerian media. You can nothing. They arrive his house because he refused to follow them, they buy the man. Tell me what is the fate of the civilians?
I swear.
Now, I served in Funtua when I was serving as a copper. From Funtua to ABU's area, they use Camry then, when they shorten his ABU for nightclub. If you allow you now from Castena to ABU, midnight, will they blow back to Funtua? That is it. And this thing is not up to about 17 years ago. Well, I don't know who has here, let it here. If you come to the worst. One day, if we are not careful, you will not see Nigeria again, and some certain stupid set of people will take over the country, and all of us will not come back home again. Let me hang my boots. Let another person speak again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, when we talk about how bad we are falling, people don't understand. In that space of 17 years that Nigeria has gone from where you could do road trips to where you right now, do you not understand that the office of the presidency is telling people that they should not operate in the night? Do you know how crazy it is that it's coming from the office of the presidency that night? They just don't understand where we are. We don't understand how bad we are. That people don't understand that the economy of every country is run in two ways. There's a day economy and there's the night economy. Sorry, please. You need to mic, sir. Sorry, please. Sorry, please. Sorry, thank you. I'm getting this thing. There is the day economy and there's the night economy. That's what billions are being made every night that help the economy. People are hundreds, in fact, millions are employed that work every night across the country. But because you're failed in your duty of securing the lives and property of the people, you tell them that they should stop working in the night. They stop going out in the night. They should know where they're going to in the night because you're failed in your primary duty of securing the country. You want to kill an entire economy. These people don't understand basic economy. When I talk about Tinubu and I analyze Tinubu's government, it's not from a part of hate or this. It is just common sense for you to understand that I've not been in power, but I've lived enough to understand that almost if you go to another part of the world, the night is where people make good money. But Tinubu only that no. Don't work in the night. So if they kidnap you, if you're kidnapped in the night, it is your fault for going out in the night. That is madness. Person say and now bat in be you know say bat they fly for night. crazy stuff. Aviator, you want to come in right now or should I move the mic still?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Can you please talk? Are you using your earpiece, please?
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of driving right now, but let me just clear. Hold on.
All right, please clear.
I'm so sorry, bro.
It's fine.
I'm headed home from work, so hey, bro,
Guys,
what you're doing?
In the meantime, let's power tap. We're almost there. Come on, guys. Let's push it 200K. We're almost there. Let's just get it done with. Let's tap aggressively.
Bro, is it time now?
Yeah. It's good now. Go on, please.
Awesome. So, bro, first of all, I would want to commend you and your moderators for what you guys are doing. Most especially you. The platform you've created for all of us to come around and vent our frustrations on what is going on in Nigeria, bro. So, I really didn't want to come in till I heard that Confucianist that just got off a couple of people ago. So I felt an imperative to come online and vent a little bit. You know, what is absolutely happening in Nigeria right now is bad, bro. And we have to agree collectively that what is happening is crazy. There is no way you will have someone so close to the president being involved in some sort of fraud, even if it is speculation. That person should be relieved of their duty immediately.
Yes.
And Femi Bajabiamila is a man that I've respected for too long. I love him as a man. But the man he's become right now, I do not know who that is, bro. And I used to live in ATL. I know the case about the $25,000 that of somebody else's money he fraudulently took, or whatever that happened in that situation, compared to where he is at right now. I never believed he was going to get to the height he is right now. And I'm trying to tell everybody, Nigerians, no matter the tribe you are, we owe our future generations the liberty and the opportunity to experience a functional society, bro. This is crazy. Tinubu, he's a good person as a man, right? But when you come to his kinds of politics, it has to be flushed out. There has to be a system overhaul in Nigeria. There's no way you keep on encouraging
and uplifting criminals. Most of our senators are, what do they call that? Like career politicians. Nigeria do not need career politicians. There's a medical doctor right now, a female medical doctor. She's Yoruba. I'm Igbo, and I'm saying this just to point out my tribe. That at this point in time, we should not. If you're a graduate, if you have a lick of common sense in your brain, you should not be supporting tribe. Now, back to what I was saying about this lady. She's a medical doctor, something like that. And she offered, she's an NDC candidate for something in Nigeria. She offered to operate on some children for free, 60, just on behalf of the Peter B's birthday. This is a genuine person. These are the kind of personalities that we have to push into public office. People that feel the need that other people's lives are tied to their destiny. People that are ready to work and change the society. I want to come back home. But things are not working properly for someone like me. I will go crazy if I'm in Nigeria. And I'll have to strangle someone at some point. Because what is happening right now is totally out of hand. You have a budget, 3-year budget, running concurrently. Where the hell is that done? And Nigerians, everybody's folded their hand, everybody's waiting on and just chilling and trying to hop on the next trending topic. You know what I'm saying, bro? There are a few Nigerians that I can count on the tip of my fingers that are actually informed. They are informed. They are ready to take the country to the next step, like you, like Mr. Common Sense, like Peter for Nigeria. You know, there are a few of you guys that are doing that. VDM is on another level. He doesn't want to get involved. Or there's no way you will have this kind of followership and you have people that believe in you and your integrity is undented, pristine. You should get involved. If you're a graduate in Nigeria and you can put one or two words together to make sense to a common man on the street, you should get involved in politics. If I come back in Nigeria, I'm getting involved in politics. My dad was there, but he had to leave because the system flushed him out. The system do not want someone that is honest. What is going on? You cannot have a conversation with anybody, any of your colleagues in outside of Nigeria, and when they see your height of performance, and they'll be wondering, why aren't you in your Nigeria, in your country? Why aren't you helping your people? But again, we all understand the imperialistic hands in everything we do in Africa. Okay, good. We need someone that do not have a corrupt background that will come, and the person is gonna have to stand on business and set this shit straight. I'm so sorry, bro, that but it pisses me off when I see intelligent human beings that I know that they are making a good living where the fuck ever they are. They come into a space like this, and they will try to insert chaos. This is chaos. That young man that spoke a few minutes ago should be ashamed of himself because he sounds so intelligently, but at the same time, he's foolish. You know what I'm saying? Nigeria, the class of politicians we have today in Nigeria has to be flushed out. This is not the way it's done. You know what I'm saying? This is bullshit. I'm so sorry, bro, but I'm pissed off. This is a population, the largest population in Africa, if not around the world. And we're allowing the few of us that are corrupt and bad eggs amongst us to lead us. What the fuck is going on? This is absolutely crazy, bro. I'm so sorry, my brother, man, but I had to go, man. I'm heading off home. I put in a 10-hour shift, and I have to listen to this nonsense. And I have no doubt that that stupid motherfucker that spoke over here a few minutes ago, he's here in America or in UK, just like Sheyi Law. Sheyi Law is in Nigeria promoting all this bullshit, but when it's get hurt or she died, she started crying to the state government. How long do we have to dwell in dirt with these pigs? Peter B is the only person with a pristine background. I have to lift him up in any conversation that I'm at so people understand what is going on. I surrender. I yield to the floor, whatever, man.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you for everybody for listening. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Adeto. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. You know, when somebody see you, probably like you're outside there now in America, you'll see why is this guy shouting. They won't understand. They won't understand how and why, how painful it is as a Nigerian to find yourself in climes where you know that we have no business being in these places. He just come out from 10-hour shifts. All of it's the same thing with everybody. Just hustle every single day, just trying to make ends meet when we know that actually we should be giving this our best years back in our country. There's no reason why we have everything to fly but bad governance, everything to fly but so it is for me, it is criminal when I see people make excuses for bad governance. The only thing I fault you, my brother, is when you said that Tinubu is a good person. Tinubu has no atom of good in him, not one atom of good in him. He's everything bad. He's everything bad that represents bad in our country. Everything bad is that man. When it comes to probably buying off people, you know, well, Nigeria, the one where they buy people off, they help people with money and everything, you can consider them good, right? But that's the only way I fault you. Everything he said here, my brother, you're 100% right. People like Tinubu should not. It's a travesty that we allowed him they even allowed him to become a governor first. Colombia, as bad as Colombia was, Colombia understood what it meant not to allow people of such characters, Pablo Escobar, get into power. He won elections. You know, say Pablo Escobar was voted in, but the country understood that no. Because there's nothing that can transform a society more than power. The moment you bring in Hush Puppy the moment Hush Puppy comes out of jail and becomes a governor, I can guarantee you that 80% of the youth in that state will start doing fraud. They will see fraud as a way of life. And that's exactly what Tinubu did in Lagos. You become governor, automatically you now surround yourself with the list of the societies, with thugs, with people of questionable characters, and all of a sudden you now empower thugs across every region, every locality, every area, Egbon Adubos everywhere, stationed, collecting taxes, becoming wealthy overnight. What is the incentive for the young child? Because I lived in part of my life in Lagos also in that period. I was gonna, you see, you wake up early in the morning as a young boy, they walk out for streets. You go see men who don't guard, you know, old bonds them, sit down for front of area, don't they smoke, don't they drink scooches and the rest, that early morning, playing loud music, vibrating. And I'll be looking at young kids going to school, walking with their feet going to school. They are coming back from school, and Adubo still station for there, smoking, drinking. What is the incentive for that child to want to continue going to school? When he goes to school, he's sitting down on his teachers are poor, his teachers are not well to do, his teachers are not, you cannot use as teachers as an example for them. Then I come back to the area, and Adubo will give him 50 naira. I'll buy biscuit if you're going back tomorrow. What is the incentive of that child to want to see good in education? That was how Tinubu successfully. So when you see the rate of non-entities, and I'm not saying this like, you know me on my platform, I don't do bigotry on my platform, but when you see the set of Tinubu supporters that are emanating from the southeast and south currently, you see that the low profile, low budget. So I went to school, they can speak good English, but here it is empty. Tinubu successfully used 20-something years to terraform Lagos and turn a whole lot of a generation to empty-headed people that all they want. Go on. I'm not saying if you're in Lagos, you understand what I'm saying. Almost every family in Lagos get froster. Person they do Yahoo, all the boys they do Yahoo. all for a family. Facts. Tinubu did that. So it's, and this is exactly the same format is trying to. That's why many of us are fighting and saying no. You cannot export that your format in Lagos to Nigeria in general. You destroy the whole society. And if you allow him in a second term, we are done. We are done. You cannot look at Lagos and say, who are the people that Tinubu made great, that are professors, that are educationists, that are engineers, that are check. Now Emir Sirdam, people who don't go school, people who be illiterate. Go and check the people that became famous and powerful on that Tinubu. Go and check them. Check their portfolio. He knew what he was doing, so that the young ones will look up to becoming like Emir Sirdam than becoming a Wole Soyinka. It was simple. Why should I want to become a Wole Soyinka when I can become a Emir Sirdam and I'll be powerful and I'll have people following me, shouting Egbon, I will be spreading money, I can build houses, I can buy cars, I can do this, I can do that. Why should I want to become a professor this and that when I can become an Egbon Adubo on the streets and rise through violence, rise through selling drugs on the streets? That's what that man did in Lagos. Ovia, please have the live 5 minutes, please. Oh, I say I'm a person. Somebody just said it. Somebody, my friend on YouTube just said it. Oriomi said, Emir Sirdam, they even have the Association of Yahoo Mothers in Shagamu, Ogun State, where I lived in Nigeria. This is my Southwestern brother on YouTube confirming it. Association of Yahoo Mothers. Yahoo. Kai! God forbid. Now we have a country to save, honestly speaking. Ovia, go on, please.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much, Sirdam, and thank you for the show again. You see, it's crazy how these Tinubu supporters think, because if you most of us here watch football, and if a team is losing or a team has issues, nobody goes to ask the other staff or the assistant coach. They go straight to the coach or the manager, per se, right? Or if a school has an issue, they go straight to the owner or the principal. So the idea of Tinubu supporters on Nigerians gaslighting us to meet the ministers or the governors of the states, it was definitely a propaganda that they purposely used and they are pushing. And that is why Tinubu definitely did that, because they know that they need to decentralize the idea of Tinubu so they can confuse the citizens to start looking or wasting their energy at other things that's not important. This is why they are doing this thing. And then there's one thing I want us Nigerians to deconstruct from is when we see English is not knowledge per se. It is just a way of communication. English is not bigger than your Pidgin that you're speaking, your Yoruba, or your Hausa that you're speaking. The fact that someone speaks English doesn't make them intelligent. That's why people like the I don't know, I've forgotten his name, the other speaker, the last Tinubu supporter that came out, you see them doing grammar, and then they have the complex that they are better than people because of the grammar that they speak. These are the people that they push to the media, because we Nigerians, we worship English. When someone just speaks English, you forget about everything. That's why they can come on live or come on the TV, and then they say some stupid grammars, and then we follow it. We need to deconstruct from that idea of worship. English does not make anybody intelligent. But another thing is, Nigeria, we need to understand that countries die. If we don't think it can get any worse than this, it can get worse than this. It will get worse than this if we don't push these people out. Because we are not better than the situation that's happening in Palestine right now. Countries do die. And then, if people come out to push out propaganda like this, and we do not still understand that the government of this country is what is making us go through what we are going, not what these people are saying. Somebody cannot tell you are doing good, meanwhile you are not feeling good. It doesn't make sense.
This is gaslighting in the highest form. Someone outside the country cannot come and tell you what you are facing here. Let's stop looking at these people, because most of us were gullible to these things. And I like the fact that Sirdam allowed these people to come here and speak for you to see how they think. I hit a very large realization when I was younger. I'm just in my early 20s. When I was around 11 or so, when my mom used to speak and talk about how they used to use 15 naira to pay school fees then, it was crazy to me. We used to see it as a myth, like it was too crazy. And right now, the things that 10,000 naira is doing, the things that 100,000 naira is doing is what 10,000 naira was doing about 10 to 15 years ago. It's just crazy. If we cannot sit down to, it's the fact that we are even advocating for people to vote out Tinubu is another mind-boggling thing again.
I swear.
The 101 people that are watching this live right now, ask yourself, have you had 247 live for 1 week? Just think about it. You have light is nature. It's as common as water. We don't have it. We don't know how crazy that is. Countries have light like water, the way they have water. That's how countries have light. We don't have that. The most basic thing. As far as these people have stripped us down to the stupor, one of the richest countries in Africa, we don't have the most common thing in our house. Let's try and understand that. And then this man, before he during his campaign, he spoke himself. If I do not give you guys 247 lights, do not vote in again. Is that not enough? Why are we asking for this man to be voted out? He said it himself. So if you are voting in him, that means you hate yourself. Whatever he wants to do to you, he will do it to you this next tenure.
God do good grief.
A lot of people have spoken what they need to speak here, but people can just speak words. Sit in your house, sit down and remember the last time you had 247 lights for a week. Or you went to buy fuel, you did not face queue. You are buying fuel for 1,000 naira. Meanwhile, you have this thing under your ground like water. It's crazy. Let's think about it. It's one thing to talk, it's another thing to live. When we're done with this life, we'll face life. We'll go back to the hustle culture that this Tinubu has created for us. There is no system now, it's just hustle culture. You finish school, your certificate is useless, the next thing is to hustle. That's just how life is here. Are we not tired of living like this? And then you have APC supporters that are going outside of the country to get PhD, they're looking for higher education. And it's crazy that they do not think, their mind cannot fathom that higher education can be achieved in Nigeria. That's how crazy it is. The fact that you are leaving your country to be educated, you're not leaving to bring back investment or anything. You are outside your country, you are supporting this government, and you are leaving to be educated. That means your mind cannot even bracket that your country can have that kind of value of education. So already you are condemned in the mind. Tinubu supporters are just condemned in the mind already. They are just dead people walking. That's how I see them.
All right.
That's my point here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother Ovia. Thank you. I think that's on a very right note on us to end this show tonight, guys. Thank you so much. All of you that came out tonight. We're ending early tonight. It's even late, Seth, but I thought we're going to end more earlier tonight because tomorrow is going to be a very long space. The violence space, we're going to start that by 8 p.m. Nigerian time tomorrow. Just want to say, it's been a very wonderful space tonight. Unfortunately, as I always say, the Nigerian problem will never end until we collectively do what we have to do, right? Which is to not just talk about the problems, but get ready with solutions on ground. For me, I always say that the solution to the Nigerian problem is electing good leaders. When you have good leaders, which we have not had in all my life, I've not seen that. We have never had good leaders, right? We've not been having manage. But now we have the worst of the worst. APC for me, I'm not saying out of sentiment or out of bias. I'm talking about based on facts. what we can see, verifiable evidence before our eyes. APC was created to make sure that Nigeria never grow. That was why APC came into power, because as of 2015, we were doing well. People were going on holidays, and there was a middle class in Nigeria. People were flying to London with 100,000 naira return tickets. We're flying inbound within the country, 12,000 naira, 8K for students. There was life. We just had insecurity problems, and these same APC were the ones that blew it out of proportion. And they came in and they destroyed the fastest growing economy in Africa, that was projected by CNN Business to be among the top 5 growing economies in the world, alongside China, Iran, Qatar, Brazil. All right, I think Brazil. Top 5. I'm going to find the 5th one. 5 economies. All the remaining 4 have Brazil. Exactly. All the remaining 4 have left us behind. APC came and turned the car backward and started moving with full speed backwards. We have given them 12 years of our lives, 12 solid years of our lives, and there is nothing to show for it. Not one sector can we say is better off today than it was 12 years ago. Nigerians, we have a choice to make in 2027 to say enough is enough. It's going to be a sacrilege for me or for Nigerians to actually reward APC with 16 years, because all they told us was 16 years of PDP. So it's going to be a crime for us to say, okay, PDP failed for 16 years, right? So the next people coming after PDP should at least maximum get 8 years. If in 8 years you cannot do what PDP did, and we give you by mistake 12 years, it will be a sin or a sacrilege that we allow you to equal PDP 16 years when you have not done what PDP did. So Nigerians, please, you can join us again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Nigerian time on the platform. Thank you to all of you that contributed one way or the other. All of you guys, we did maximum well. Thank you, my brother Mikey, for actually the idea tonight. We have hit over 200,000 likes tonight. Thank you to all of you that gifted, shared your gifts across ourselves here tonight. God bless you all. All of you that commented, all of you that shared your opinions tonight. I always say that I come out here and I learn a whole lot from when you guys make your submissions. Thank you all of you that are watching us from our other platforms, from Facebook. Elizabeth, I see you. Thank you so much. Auntie Anne, thank you so much. Blossy, my brother Mikey, Queen K, Aviator, thank you. Ovia, Joyce. Let me just call all my top viewers. Mawakiri, thank you. Chidi, Jonathan, El Nino, King Abdul, Chidima, before President, Roslyn, NYNY, Zamzi, Adewale, Mike, Realistic in Nature, Tachi, Niger Watchdog, Geofford, JT, JD, all my subscribers on YouTube, thank you. TDI, Stella, Emmanuel, thank you so much. Oreyomi, God bless every one of you that came out tonight, guys. We'll be back again tomorrow, God's willing, 8 p.m. Nigerian time on the Violence Space. As I always on this platform, we do this for God and for country. Have a great night, and remember, we have a country to save. Good night.